Boom. We are fucking live.
Yo.
Actual Dracula, good morning. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Appreciate your clip the other day for my new series. That was awesome. We got the immortal Biggie Shaq with us this morning, doing his
Morning.
thing.
Morning, everybody.
There is no juicy news. There is no juicy gossip. We might not even bitch this morning. You don't know. You don't know.
Oh, there's always something.
There's something.
Let me get 3 packs of Marlboro Red 100s in a box, please.
Got the
Yeah, I was watching Remy's place last night with Journey.
Right.
And Journey's been on this kick of like promoting my channel a lot.
Yeah, he's
right?
doing it to me as well, which is fantastic.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's not the. It felt like you know how stuff gets awkward when people don't get excited when they hear some news.
Yes.
Okay, so Journey's like, hey guys, why don't you start hashtagging enjoy after all of Biggie Shaq's videos, man? And it got real quiet. It was like a fart in church. It was like nobody in the panel was excited about any Biggie Shaq news.
Yeah, I get the same thing when he mentions Bleeker Street. They're all like, "Who the fuck is Bleeker Street?"
Yeah, like you're really bringing up Biggie Shaq.
We got Ben Compton in the house. We got actual Dracula in the house. Morning, guys. K-pop is not here this morning. She is at a con, I believe, or at least she should be going to a con soon. She's probably just getting up, is my guess.
Well, how do you know so many fucking K-pop personables? What's that about?
I just been on like live streams with her and shit.
Oh.
You know, I go on Journey's channel. She talks about it's her birthday today, actually. So everybody wish K-pop a happy birthday. Hey guys, how are you?
Hi. How much are you asking for the Witcher?
I don't know, just found a
25, but I'll do 20 for you if you want.
Okay, and the Yennefer?
Same thing. We'll do 20 for you. Go 15.
Damn, he gave her
the Siri one.
This one right down at the bottom here.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, if you're gonna buy both of them, I'll do 30 for you.
Man, Bleeker's getting money early today. As soon as he opens up, baby, let's go.
You want all four? You want 3, and I'll do 40 for you.
My girl's frying chicken up right now. Bunch of
40 for the 3 that she needs. For 50, yeah, I'll do all 4. So we got this one, and what was the other one she wanted? This one here. Not a problem. Awesome, guys. I'll get you a bag as well, folks.
This guy and Siri, because I have a Yennefer, but she's in a different dress.
Okay. Yeah, these are cool, man. Especially if you really like the Witcher series. Yeah. How do you feel about Henry Cavill not being in it anymore?
I'm disappointed, and I do believe now that there's issues with the casting, there might.
I heard he might end up going back or something.
Oh, good. He should come back. He's pretty awesome at it. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it, eh? You too. Yeah, man, we've done really well this morning so far, to be honest.
Nice.
Sold Spider-Man 1 Todd McFarlane silver variant for $225 this morning.
What was it graded?
9.8.
Oh, good golly.
Yeah.
That's a fucking beautiful book, though, man. If it was a 9.8, I bet that was nice.
It is. It's nice. And I sold a whole box of Magic cards for $200. Get them out of my store. Get these things going.
You know, I I don't have any doubt that if I was to fucking sell my books, they would sell. I just fucking don't want to. I don't know what it is, man. There's just something holding me back.
Well, that's because you sold all your selling books fucking last year.
I'm
to
just
get
tired of it, I think. I know.
all those big bangers, man.
I got really disgusted with shipping there at the end of it.
Yeah, really, I find it terrible when somebody's asking $4,000 for a book. I think they can pay the fucking shipping. In my personal opinion, but that's just me.
Well, it wasn't really the money; it was the process. It got to a point to where I was double boxing, bubbling, Geminiing. It was just getting to an extreme fucking amount of protection people kind of just expect. And then you got to take a million pictures. I'm a very vocal seller. So if you ever buy from me, I'm going to message you probably like 10, 20 times. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Yeah. So I might have actually done good on my last promo because I actually got Dustin to say something on his fucking Babylon where he'd be blabbering and shit. That one show.
Oh, no. He said something on Babylon about you?
Yeah, he was blabbering on. I got him to say, no, he wasn't blabbering about me, but I got him to actually promote. He was like, he plugged the hunt, and he said, just come make sure you watch me beat the shit out of your favorite ghetto cowboy.
That's awesome.
He said the video. He said the video I did was really pissed him off.
That's amazing. That's amazing. A ghetto cowboy. That's so good.
You're everybody's favorite ghetto cowboy.
Man, I remember I called what did I call Tylux? I called him a NASCAR leprechaun. Same lines, man.
I was thinking thick Kid Rock or short Kid Rock, but I don't know. I even thought about busting out my old two bros and shooting up between two toes rhyme. But I just want to be like, yo, if you actually pay attention to the promo, I say I have a lot of respect for Dustin. I love him, but I knew that fucking Lee skit wasn't going to get over well.
Oh, and it was pretty. I was wondering what was going on. To be honest, I saw it. I think I commented on your video. I'm like, oh my god.
I think Callie couldn't help himself because I was like stocking up and Callie was helping me, so I had like a couple promos for the Hogan thing, but I intentionally just wanted to do the Hogan, but I think that Callie was just like, here, I'm gonna give you everything because I want to just get it over with, which I don't blame him. And once he sent me everything, I was like, oh, it's too fucking beautiful. I can't break it up now. So
it was good, man. It was it was fucking weird though. Was that an actual thing? Like I thought you stuck like a Dustin's face on a poster or something, but apparently that was.
I didn't do that. No, that was something that happened before, and I was involved in that bullshit too. I'm always involved in all the weirdest shit you could think of. So, yeah, there was a time where we was in a rap battle, and I was against Tyler, and they was doing this shit with Dustin, and I asked Dustin, I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, why are they using you? Like, do you like this shit? And he's like, nah, I can't fucking stand it. But he seems to be pretty good friends with them, so it's kind of like, I don't know. Like, I think they're okay with it, but if I fucking show it, it's probably worse than when they did it. You know, why relive it? I shouldn't relive it. It was just kind of like funny to me.
I think it's all fair in love and war when you're doing wrestling promos, man. That's the way wrestling promos work.
Yeah, I guess.
You got something on somebody, you use it, man. That's just the way it is. Like you try not to go all personal, but that shit's fun. That was funny as fuck.
Yeah, I guess. I kind of told him what I was going to do before. I didn't warn him about the Lee shit though.
That was funny, man. It was good.
How much for that?
That's all good.
For you just bought a bunch of stuff off us, didn't you? We'll go 15 for you, brother.
15?
Yeah.
I don't know why Lee and them made that video, but I do remember.
Thanks, sir.
20.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you, my friend. Let me get you a bag for that bad boy. Selling pops like crazy today.
I know. That's why I'm glad I came back because I was like, oh wow. One left.
Yeah, they've been flying off my shelf this morning.
Wow.
Thanks, brother. I really appreciate you, man. Hey, don't forget to
Oh yeah.
take a couple of these guys. Just
Go
take
ahead.
them.
Take them.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thanks, my man. Have a great day, guys. Look, it's been a fucking banger of a day this morning.
Yeah, you're killing it.
Yeah,
I
man.
think people are in the spending mood.
That's what it seems like. It's making my day pretty
Yeah.
happy. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think all the promos have been really good. I think that, like, obviously, you don't start calling people like hardcore, you're fucking this
No,
and
I
that and the other.
wouldn't.
But I thought it was.
I don't want to
done
pry
well.
into people. Yeah. I don't want to pry. I think the worst part of it was the shitty picture at the end, because I don't like the eyes all darked out like that and shit. But it was kind of funny, I didn't fucking put it all together. And once Callie did, I was just like, I gotta fucking use this. This is pretty good.
I'm not gonna
It
lie.
was good.
I like Callie's personality quite a bit. He did a video for my new series, the 1 minute slab or not to slab, and
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's something that he does good work, man. He's good at being in front of a camera.
Well, I'm sure it's like most people that I like. Like, I'll probably have a short stint, and he'll fucking make cool friends and shit. But I personally think Callie's fucking awesome. Like, Callie's books are insane. If he has the books he showed in his top 50s, bro.
Nice. Yeah, Callie's good.
I saw a Golden Age Riddler book he had. I'm not sure if it was the first appearance of Riddler. I don't think it was, but it was still an expensive book. Like, he's got he's got a fucking first freeze. Like, not many fucking people have that. That's very odd, bro. Pretty extreme.
Yeah, Callie's got a ton of stuff, man. A ton of cool stuff, actually. I like how he's started on the hunt, how he's not playing his big bangers yet. He's good.
He's got at least 5 years.
Yeah, I'd like to see this gentleman's boxes. That sounds like a fun go through.
When we were kids, it was this.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Me, I'd give them away, or they'd rip them. They never let me.
That's a smart way to go. That's a smart way to go.
I read them once, but nobody else touched them.
That's the true collector right there. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we got Geek Out with Roscoe in here. We got Spectro in here. Good morning, everybody. Yes.
Yeah, but like I was saying in the promo, I was saying nice things about old Desperado. I did say, like, envied me. That was probably the harshest thing I said. Yeah. But ultimately, like, I've always been open to fucking with Dustin. I don't really come on his channel, or he don't come on mine, but I do watch his shit, and I think he's fun to watch.
But
like,
you guys...
if he don't like me, I mean, he did say that I probably never watch his channel, and he don't watch mine. So, that came off like he didn't like my channel. But
you guys, whatchamacallit, you guys always talk good shit about each other all the time. Like, it's not like this one promo is going to be like, oh, you and Dustin aren't friends anymore. Obviously, you're still.
Well, we never. It's never going to change. Nothing's going to change our relationship. Like, it's not going to. Exactly. But I tell you, it's fun for competition, because he does let me open up. I can't fucking bust like this on Tony or Whodad. I can get away with some things, but fucking Dustin's open to it. He's like, it's pretty fucking cool. So
Dustin
I appreciate
likes it.
that.
Dustin likes it. To be honest.
Yeah. I mean, he says he likes it. I think deep down he fucking it might irk him a little bit, but he's fucking with the game. He's like, I'll play the game.
The only thing that irks me is when people start talking about Canada. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I don't think that you should take that too personal, because Americans are they don't give a fuck about that. No.
Like,
we got Trev, the shipping guru, in the house. Nice. Hope everybody's having a good morning so far. I am having a good morning. Mr. Biggie on the road, getting smokes and food.
Yeah.
I hope everybody's checking out my new series on YouTube, the To Slab or Not to Slab. Been doing really
Yeah.
well with that. It's been pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. The videos are coming out
Killing it.
pretty cool.
Got the whole spine ticks to stop their show to do your fucking video. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
2 foot
man.
long white, please.
They did it right in the middle of their show yesterday, which I thought was super dope, man. That was pretty
That's
cool.
hardcore.
It was super hardcore.
I'd like a steak and cheese and a Boston extra pepperoni. Go ahead, Bleak. I'm sorry.
Sith is a good dude though, man. He's always like he's been
Provolone.
nothing but a brother since I started on like watching YouTube and hanging out in the community. So Sith is a great guy. Always a shout out to that man.
Yeah, I'd hate to see what would have happened if they didn't stop their live and promote your channel. You probably would have beat the hell out of them, wouldn't you?
Oh, I don't know, man. Apparently he's a gangster. I can't beat up a gangster. He's the
Oh,
ultimate,
I didn't know that.
the ultimate OG from YouTube, bud. You don't fuck
I
with
thought
Sith.
I thought that second guy that said that he only slapped X-Men was having a little bit too much fun saying no to that. To be honest.
I don't think he really does a lot of comic slabbing. I don't think he loves like a ton of different comics. He loves cards. He's more of a card guy.
I've seen him show some killer X-Men books.
He does love his
killer
X-Men.
X-Men.
Yeah, he does love his X-Men. Yeah, all in all, I thought they all did pretty well, except for the one guy on the panel that I don't really know. He was like, "Yep, what? Yep." I was like, "What?" But other than that, it came out really well. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it.
No, it was awesome. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, I liked it, man.
It was
Silver
good.
Knight Kyle, how you doing, buddy?
Just pepper and your pepper cola ranch or whatever it's called. Peppercorn ranch. What up, Trev, and who else did you say it was? Silver Kyle.
Yeah, Silver
Light
Knight
Parmesan.
Kyle's in the house. He's probably gonna wanna do some trivia with you on the Collectors Club next week.
Yeah, I just I brought that up to him because I think that he is smart, and I think he took it more of a challenge, like for me to see if he wasn't smart. But really, I just wanted to showcase his skills in front of my friends. So I had this whole.
Kyle knows a lot, man. I'm shocked when I listen to him. I'm like, holy shit, this guy fucking knows everything. It's ridiculous.
He knows things that people don't even think about.
No, like, he knows more than the average man. He knows more than the unaverage man, for Pete's sake. He knows his shit. He knows his shit.
Yeah. What kind of pen was used in 1975?
I know. He really does know that shit. It's crazy, actually. It's pretty crazy.
It's wild.
Hey, babe. Yeah, I find that I don't have that kind of information base in my head. I probably never will. I'm just not good at retaining that kind of information.
I hate that he has that stinking cancer stuff going, man. That really breaks my heart.
Me too, bro. I hope I know he's in remission. Or at least that's what I hear. But whenever I listen to him on a live or on a YouTube, he's always talking some nastiness that I'm like, oh fuck, man. I hope he's okay.
Well, I'm about how Kyle is. It's like, you kind of got to just air it all out every day, or you're not. We're gonna. I mean, what's the point?
No. I know he's in here listening. So Kyle, I definitely hope you're doing better, brother. Honestly, I just met you recently, but you're a fucking awesome dude. You're a good member of this community, and we want you around for a long motherfucking time, bro. That's the way that works.
Oh. Hold on, Blink. I'll be right back, bud.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Answer.
And then there was one. Let's see if we can just not just have Biggie and I this morning. Put the link in there. See if anybody wants to jump in. I just shot my pen across the floor. That was fun. Yeah, Roscoe. Honestly, you gotta watch the to slab or not to slab videos. The science, the professor is the lead role in that. Man, I'm having a lot of fun doing it. To be honest, I'm liking getting the community involved. I think that's pretty cool. Um, so far, so good. Everyone I've asked for has said yes, and I've even had people message me, Mr. Michael Baker. Ooh, I'm sorry, it's been a rough one so far, buddy. I hope you're doing okay. We never like to hear that Michael's having a rough day. I have done pretty well today at Bleeker Street Comics, so we're pretty happy with the day so far. But Michael, all sorts of good vibes sent your way.
Yeah, old John Jones beat the shit out of that dude last night pretty easily. That was fun. Did you see that?
I didn't see it, but I knew John Jones was gonna win. Man, that guy's a fucking beast, bro. I'm surprised he won so easily against Cyril Gahn, though. Cyril Gahn's a big dude.
Well, I wasn't sure he would win or not. I wasn't going to watch the fight because every time you get excited about a John Jones fight, they're great and everything. But more than half the time, it ends up being he fails a piss test, and I really don't like dirty fighters like that, you know.
I agree. I 100% agree. And I think that anybody that says John Jones is the GOAT in the UFC is wrong, only because he's pissed hot so many times.
Well, it's hard to fucking judge him because you know USADA just started doing this shit about 10 years ago, but before the UFC, when okay, so GSP was roided out of his fucking mind. Everybody knew it. And he's undefeated. He won the belt last time he came in. And, you know, he quit because USADA came in fighting.
Circumstances, I do believe that you are wrong. He is not the GOAT, but that is okay. We can have differing opinions and still be buddies.
It's hard for me to say that a guy that uses steroids isn't a great fighter because most of the greatest fighters did use steroids.
I didn't know GSP was on steroids.
GSP's roided out of his mind all the time.
How did you since he's never pissed hot, nothing's ever happened.
Well, they weren't pissing for that kind of stuff back then. They were just doing like drugs and shit. It's pretty well known that when he was taking piss tests, they weren't like really checking for steroids as far as I can remember. Once they started getting real heavy on it, that's when he fucking quit. That's when he quit.
That's fair. That's fair.
You know, back in the UFC days with Ken Shamrock and fucking Dan Severn, you think those guys weren't fucking roided out of their minds, bro?
Oh, that age group of that era of fighters were definitely roided out of their minds. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
that's where GSP kind of came from, you know.
Vanderlei Silva left the UFC when USADA came into the UFC. He just
right. A lot of people did. Anderson Silva wasn't. I mean, he did his thing, but I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the steroids these guys take are just undetectable, dude. Like they can't detect the shit for years and years. They won't even know what to look for another 10 years to find out most of the time.
Well, yeah, then we're talking the way cyclists do it. It's not whether you're the best cyclist; it's whether you have the best the drug program. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, that's what it's starting to look like. Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. I think
I'm just gonna get fruit today.
I choose to believe that a lot of these fighters actually aren't roided up. Like I don't believe Colby Covington's roided up. I don't believe Jorge Masvidal's roided up. I don't believe a lot of them are roided up. I think USADA has done a good job in that regard as far as cleaning up the sport. Mostly,
no, I think they still do them.
There's still some shitty people in there, but I think USADA has done a decent job.
I don't even know who I would claim to be the cleanest fighter. Maybe Cormier might be the cleanest one. I don't know, dude. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he was using.
I'm with circumstances on this one. GSP pushed for the UFC testing, and I honestly don't think he should be grouped in that way. But hey, that's just me, brother. That's just me.
Well, I mean, you take about 10 minutes to look into it. I think you'd be surprised. what
fair.
people say about GSP and steroids, but that's cool.
That's
I
fair.
didn't see the. I would have to be sent some information about him pushing for more testing because I didn't know that.
Well, as long as you're not gonna fuck with Brett the Hitman Hart in the next breath, I'll give you the GSP thing.
GSP is a French Canadian, understanding shit and everything, but
Yeah.
whatever he is,
But Brett the Hitman Hart's the greatest Canadian to ever live.
he's probably and he was roided out of his mind too.
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe? The guy's freaking huge. It
It's
was
not
just at the
He's not
'90s
that
coming,
big, bro.
everybody kind of quit doing it.
Yeah.
He was big in the '90s.
He's not that big. He was
Shit,
always a
even in
tiny guy.
even in WCW, he was a big guy. I thought he was hella huge.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who cares
It's
though?
very
Who
probable.
cares
Hi, my
though?
friend.
It don't matter. Yeah, it don't matter.
Yeah, no, it's all wrestling, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, sports in general. I even think basketball players use steroids. I think steroids is a lot more relevant than what people think. LeBron James is probably roided. D.
Oh,
Wade was doing it.
without a doubt.
Fuck, I don't know, man. I can't name everybody. Sports are dumb.
Yeah. Sports, I think there's a lot of drugs, and I think a lot of sports are the outcome is yes, the outcome is pre-negotiated.
Yeah.
But hey,
Straight up, fam.
yeah. Apparently, I read something where football, like NFL, is not actually under the sport banner; it's under the entertainment banner.
Oh yeah,
so
it is.
It isn't actually considered a. For the banner, at least, it's not an actual sport. It's actual just entertainment. So they can rig that all they want, man, and they do.
Yeah, they absolutely can do what they want. I used to think that if a team is really good, like even in basketball, I used to think they're not just going to give you a championship. You have to be really good, or they want you to win. And I used to think maybe sometimes the teams they wanted to win didn't win it.
Mm-hmm.
But the more time goes by, it feels like they definitely get what they want every time. So whatever.
I'm sure there have been mistakes where the other teams won by accident, but
yeah,
for the most part, I think it's all predetermined.
Yeah, they get what they want.
Yeah, man, that's the way that works. Whichever franchise is having a hard time staying in the league, they'll give them a good year, whatever the case may be.
I saw another train wreck happen down in Florida about 4 days ago.
Jesus.
Yeah, with gasoline and fuel in the train.
What is going on over there?
I don't know. I don't know that it landed in water this time, though. I think it just hit soil, which ain't as bad.
Well, yeah, it's not as easily noticeable, the cleanup. How you doing, my friend? Thank you. The cleanup's not as noticeable, but yeah, that's just not great if it fucking lands in the dirt, bro. That contaminates the entire soil, blah, blah, blah. It's a whole bunch of bad shit that can happen. It can get into the water pool that way. Like, it's
It will end up getting in there. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's no good, man. That sucks.
I don't know much about.
How's your area doing? I know, like, I saw Black Cloud, and I've heard you talk about it a couple of times, but
Well, people say that the water's okay now. I don't quite believe it, but I'm just trying to not use as much as I can for now. I saw DJ Link said that there was supposedly 5 inspectors coming to inspect the tragedy or whatever, and they died in an airplane death. Like all 5 of them. I thought that was kind of interesting. I haven't looked into it yet, but.
All right. Well, apparently, circumstances is reading it. It derailed in Florida, but didn't leak. That's what the deal is. Circumstances, you're probably right, but all that fucking shit is beyond me. I don't care.
It could all be made up for all we know.
Yeah, everything's fucking made up. We all know it.
Yeah. I'm sure what he's saying is probably true, but I don't know nothing. That's how way I think I heard it too. Is it didn't get everywhere.
It sounds like circumstances needs to unplug from the internet for a minute.
Don't start giving circumstances a hard time today, man.
Nah.
Okay.
I've been down those rabbit holes. It takes a while, man. Those are hard rabbit holes.
Oh.
I think, what did I watch for like a week? I watched stuff on MK Ultra and stuff on the news.
Oh, I love it.
Chemtrails and shit. Like, fuck. Yeah, man. There's so much stuff that we don't know and that I just don't want to think about, you know?
I was watching, this guy was a free-based fucking climber. And those guys that climb with no equipment and shit.
Right.
Those motherfuckers are maniacs, bro.
I was a freebase climber in my youth. I used to freebase cocaine, and then I used to do a lot of climbing.
So the way this guy died, right? He was in Yosemite or some shit, and they were doing like skydiving with flying suits on, and he was pretty famous for climbing with no equipment. And he was doing this shit where they would like trapeze wire across fucking ledges really high in the air. Anyways, he's in this sky suit and he had some dude with him, and the goal was to like fly through a little peak and valley in the mountain. And
Right.
He made it, but his boy behind him didn't quite make it. He got fucked at the ledge, and then even though he made it through, he ended up colliding with the ground too a little further on. So that fucking sucks.
Yeah, I watched some weird stuff on YouTube, man. I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head, but he does this series on like the most disturbing channels on YouTube, and I've seen some weird shit, bro. I've seen some weird shit.
Yeah. I love that kind of shit.
There's like one Asian. I'm not sure if it's China, Japan, one of these fucking places. There's a game show where the guy volunteered to be in a game show. Hey guys, how are you? And not bad at all. And he had to basically he had to do like couponing, and people were allowed to phone and send him gifts. He didn't eat for like 2 months. He like didn't have anything to cook. It was crazy. It's just such a crazy thing.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, the Chinese guy. Yep.
Yeah, it's so weird, dude. So weird. That stuff, that's freaky, man.
So I've been trying to figure out my demographic, like what kind of people I could try to attract to my channel, and I think that a good example of the kind of person that I attract to my channel would be kind of like Hialeah, because he ain't into new books that much, and he just kind of likes old collectibles, and he just kind of likes talking to shit, and so it's not like I have a big census or pool. I don't read every new comic book day book. I don't promote. I don't fucking have a whole thing going, but I do think that there are people that just collect keys and collect comics as a hobby, and just want to be around for their collection and shit. And I think that's what I primarily aim at.
I've looked at my demographic. Mostly American, Canadian, and then like I know some weird place in the world. There's a few of them, but as far as I don't know what people really want to see. I just sort of do what I want to do. I don't know how to. I'm sort of listening to circumstances to grow my channel, like putting in keywords and doing all that stuff that he talks about for the analytic stuff. But I'm just gonna do what I think's interesting, I guess.
Right.
Hopefully it catches on, you know.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like even the new comic book day review guys, they try to say like they're spreading positivity with the new comics and shit, but I think they do shit on Marvel a little too hard. Like they're a little more pro indie, little more pro. Maybe some DC, but not a lot of Marvel pushing right now, as far as I could tell.
Well, I don't know. I'm just bored with the top 10, bro. That's all. I'm just bored with new books, I guess. Like I know what I'm gonna get. I know what I'm looking for. I know what I like to read. Um, I just don't need to see 300 channels doing the same list. That's all. I think you have a very interesting channel because you do different stuff.
Yeah, I see circumstances saying Marvel deserves to be shit on right now. I don't. I'm not.
Circumstances is very argumentative right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's
I
very
don't know
upset.
what
I'm
got
not
into
sure
him.
why he's so upset today, but he's upset.
Well, I don't. I'm not able to get DC because my shop in my town's too poor. And if I order indies, I'd have to actually be like the only fucking person getting them, besides maybe one other person.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't do enough FOC to keep up with it. But I do fucking enjoy my little Marvel shits. Like I'm getting Deadpool right now. I fucking love it. I like Black Panther with the Colonialist, the Buffalo Soldier. There's some new characters in this run. I don't particularly like Alex Ross that much, but I do like this Wakanda universe. I like I liked Hulk the whole time. Everybody shits on it, says Spaceship Hulk and all that. I fucking love Donny Cates. I think Donny Cates has wrote some of the best shit I've fucking read. Like Venom and Cosmic Ghost Rider are two of my favorite runs. I'm sure he did some other shit.
The only reason people shit on Donny Cates is because they're all spec people and they all got pissed off because Venom 27 wasn't worth $1 million or Amazing Spider-Man, the free comic book day wasn't worth $1 million. Or what else did they get pissed off at?
I tell you, dude.
Endless Winter or some bullshit in Thor. They got pissed off that wasn't worth $1 million.
I tell you what's corny to me is like these something is killing the children fans. It's like they want that fucking book to be $1,000 book at a 9.8. And I'm fucking sorry. That's not going to end up being the end result of this situation. So all this collect what you love, and I believe in the material. The material is fucking shit. First of all, it's fucking garbage in my opinion. And it's just not going to, I don't care if they get a new movie, TV show, or they do another fucking series or whatever. I just don't like the book. People said the same shit about, what was it? The fucking, well, they said the same shit about what's the alien one where the aliens are always fucking.
The alien one where they're always.
Yeah, aliens are always fucking. You'll have an alien pregnant on the cover.
Oh shit! I can't remember what you're talking about, Big. I know what you're talking about though. Whodat probably knows. Mr. Whodat Comics and Games in the house.
That one was supposed to be the shit, and then there was that other one where the dude was by himself in a world full of women. That one was supposed to be the shit. Walking Dead's my favorite indie. I think that will have some staying power, but for something that's killing the children, that shit was a hype train from the beginning. All y'all motherfuckers should be ashamed. That shit ain't gonna be worth shit. I don't give a fuck.
Well, that's the thing. As soon as Walking Dead did really well, everybody went, "Oh my god, what's the next big indie that's going to go on TV?" And they all went to that.
Just catch up. No, yeah, they would buy fucking 25 variants of. No, that's all I need.
Yeah, they buy so many variants of everything.
Yeah, I got 10 copies of issue 10. Oh, did you get the 1 in 25? That one's worth $2,500. Those fucking books are garbage, bro.
I'm not sure what's happening, but that's fine.
I'm just reading it too.
I know I'm like, he seems so mad today, and then he's like, "I'm not mad?" ? I'm like, but you're literally like being mad at everything that.
I've only said nice things about Circumstances. I like Circumstances. I think he's fantastic.
I'm not sure what's happening.
You can't find a fucking video of me saying anything bad about the guy, really.
He got upset when I told him he needs something plug. Just upset.
I said GSP took steroids. I thought that was pretty well known, but that was it.
But
No, actually,
I'll say this though.
I like
When
something is killing the children. I like that.
when you type stuff out, circumstances, and it's for everybody. We all do it, and other people read it. It's
Yeah, it
the
comes
only
off
way.
shitty.
Yeah, it comes off usually not as great. That's why it's always better. What I always tell the young kids now, hey, you might want to call and talk to the person, see how they sound. Then you figure
Right.
out if the text is really what it is.
There's a lot of
Well-
conversations I don't have text. I have to wait till I'm backstage or something.
Well, trust me, anything I
Not a
say
lot,
can be taken with a grain of salt. It's all mostly bullshit anyway.
Well,
That's-
fucking Bleeker will be
I'm
over
doing
here
something-
like, yeah, I think circumstances. I'm like, why are you fucking poking him with circumstances? I don't understand what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, it's like it's how people read it, and then when people read Texas and stuff like that, it depends on what area they're from. It come off a certain way that way
True.
too. So
That
that's
is
why
true.
it's like it's almost best to when you have a disagreement with somebody instead of typing it on the YouTube, just pop in for 5 minutes and say this is what I feel,
Oh,
and then you can pop
circumstances
up.
can pop in.
I think circumstances is
No,
a
no, I'm
vigilante at heart, like me, but I don't know.
Circumstances
Where
is
did-
always welcome to pop in here. I think I put the link in the chat. Circumstances, if you do ever want to pop in,
That's the only reason I popped in.
you're more than welcome, brother. We like to hear what you got to say. I'm just busting your balls, my man. I'm just busting your balls.
No, it's giving you a hard time.
That's it. That's it. Just giving you a hard time. All right.
I'm
gonna see if
almost
I
done.
can go up for a smoke, man.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. You already made about $400-$500. You're doing pretty good today.
I did actually make $500.
Oh, I missed
today.
it. You did? Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I missed that part.
I got early this morning. Someone came in, bought a Spider-Man 1 Todd McFarlane silver variant.
Oh wow.
9.8 CG seed, and then I sold like 2 boxes, about 5,000 Magic cards for like $300 or something.
Damn.
Yeah, I just don't want to deal with Magic cards anymore. I'm sick of them.
Yeah.
I know a lot about comic books.
I used
It's
to
just
like
too
Magic
much.
when I
What
was
the
in
fuck
college.
what is Hockpock? Is that like House of Slaughter or something? Have you ever heard that said before, Hockpock?
No, I don't know.
No, I like
All
House
right.
of Slaughter, but it's starting to get good now. It wasn't as good when it first started though.
Does the woman win in the end? That's all I heard. Is the woman wins?
Women, yeah, well, that's the new age, buddy. That's the new age we live in.
There you go.
And also, I know when people talk too, it's to help circumstances out. It's not always what people mean.
Circumstances on the panel, baby. Here he is.
Yay!
It's always weird to me. What? Can I explain something?
You can absolutely explain anything you like, brother.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
I don't understand. It's always weird to me because I seriously enter this internet world. I've been in this internet world since 95, 96, and I've been in it hardcore. So I've been
Nice.
all about the internet. And one of the things you learn pretty early on in the internet is that everybody has an opinion.
Amen.
Amen. And so 30 years later, I honestly don't give a fuck about anybody's opinion. And it's always weird to me when people act like they give a fuck about mine. So I am not angry at all. I'm just saying, if Biggie's talking about, oh, you guys like something's killing children, you should be ashamed of yourself. Well, anybody who knows me knows that I fucking love something is killing the children. What am I supposed to say? Oh, okay, well, maybe I should think about what I've done. He says I should be. No, I'm going to say this is ridiculous.
I also love something is killing the children. Biggie and I argue about comics all the time when it comes to what we love.
So we don't have to be angry to do that, right? Like,
no, not at all, brother.
No, I don't know that. I didn't know that was your favorite. I know that I gave Dustin shit about that. I was
Yeah, Beckerman, one of my best friends in this comic book thing, gives me shit all the time and says it's trash. He gives me slabs.
Thank you.
Because he says you like this trash, you know. I'm like, I don't care if you don't like it. I don't give a fuck at all, and I don't expect you to care what I think either. So it's always weird when people act like My
You
opinion
tell-
matters.
I do think that's gonna be the first shit that dies. If we do hit a recession, that motherfucker right there has got a bullseye on it. That shit'll be a $200 book before you know it.
I think you couldn't be wrong, but if it does, I will be excited because I'm gobbling that shit up. I promise.
Yeah, man. I hope they go down so I can buy them.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, if you're right,
Not-
awesome. I would love it.
Not me. I'll spend my money on the Bronze and Silver Age keys. That
Yeah, I'll live
drop-
with what
they'll
I'm doing
drop as-
too.
as
You guys
well.
can have it, and I'll do my
They'll-
thing. I'm really
they'll
glad
drop-
there's people that do buy it.
They'll drop
Yeah,
as
to each
well.
their own. And like, if you're really out here trying to like make investments, then yeah, those keys that you're talking about, that's it. But for me, it's not about investments. I'm in this shit for geek shit. I'm
Right,
a fanboy
right.
out here, you know. I'm not making investments. I don't give a fuck. I got money. I don't give a fuck about that.
Everything
No,
I feel like
absolutely.
everything you purchase in life is an investment. No matter how you say it's not, it is.
No,
Like
that's
you
not-
eat food.
I
You eat
purchase
food.
it.
You purchase food. Is it an investment in your life and your body? You purchase water. Same thing. You purchase reading materials. Investments in your mind and your knowledge.
It's a matter of perspective, though.
Yeah,
right?
it's all in your perspective of it not being an investment. You could something can.
It is an investment, but it isn't. I agree that it's an investment. But my
can it
perspective
be?
is,
Yeah,
it's not monetary investment. It's
yeah. I would
entertainment.
say it could. You could. You know, when you say monetary investment, that's different.
Yeah,
I invest in
good.
comics.
I don't
for-
care how other people collect. Like
for
I
my
think
investment in happiness is what I
too many
invest in it
people.
for.
I get like if you get on your stream and your whole stream is worrying about how other people collect, then I'm probably not going to stick around very long.
No, I agree, brother. I agree. I don't care how people collect. I actually hope they collect everything. I think most comics are good, to be
Yeah,
honest.
bring all of it. Let all of
I
it.
mean, we can only talk about covers and storylines and editors and writers so much. I do personally enjoy the comic book
God
community,
damn
and I
it,
like to talk
Hialeah.
about them.
What the fuck?
I like to talk
Get
about
this-
everybody, yeah, but yeah, I don't have to say bad things about people. I don't
there, how
try
you
to say
doing?
bad things.
Except
Is that
for
Lucha?
Hialeah. Let's say bad things about Hialeah. Right?
Halea likes the
Because
Raiders. I feel
I think
like
it's an exciting topic to talk about
I'm
fucking
I'm on a
channels
live
because the
stream.
channels are great. Channels are
I'm
fucking
triggered.
better than comics these days.
Hialeah cheers for a team that never brings any Super Bowls home to the AFC West, and it's disrespectful. What up, Hialeah? Good to see you, brother.
Halea,
it.
he gave me a video subscription for my last slab or not to slab, and I appreciate you, Halea. It was awesome. Thank you very much, brother.
I
He
was
had a
just
video. I'm sorry, real quick. John's Comics had a video of Hialeah where in his skivvies. And that video lives rent free in my head. I'm sorry, Biggie. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Well, just before we got online, I was just talking to Bleeker about what I thought my demographic was. And who did I say was a good
Halea.
example?
Halea
I
was
said
your
fucking
first
Hialeah.
name, yeah.
Yeah. He loves the kind of books and shit I do, and we just get on here and goof around, you know? Lucha's my homie.
Yeah, no, he's a good dude, man. He, yeah, I like him a lot. He's a good guy. I'm glad to have met. I met him through your channel, Biggie, through the Collectors Club. So,
Oh, that's cool.
I'm still
Well,
trying
guys,
to
I'm
get a
pulling up.
demographic. That'd be cool.
I buy shit too that is garbage. I'm saying that something that's killing the children is garbage. I buy shit that ain't worth
Sounds
money
like
just
you
because I enjoy it.
Biggie,
Well, I just
Biggie-
whenever I see people say jump on or you should respect this as $1,000 book, I think that shit's silly because the history
circumstances.
of things
Trust
shows-
me, Biggie's black and white. If it's not fucking Kirby, it's garbage. That's
I like Steranko and Noah Adams and Carmine and all that shit
Yeah,
too. I just
yeah.
don't like the new shit too much. But
I get you.
what I'm
Big, I
trying to
get
get to is that I do buy things that I don't think are going to be good investments, and I enjoy them.
Yeah,
I'm just telling people don't get caught into some trap and try to think that it has value because it's sold for something before. Because I don't want to see. I worry about other people's collections.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
he
yeah.
cut out on my favorite part.
He went on in the tunnel.
I'm
That was
not
the
gonna
part I
lie.
wanted to hear.
Gen 13, buddy. I started reading this the other day because I remember it when I was a teenager.
That was
I
the
don't-
hotness.
I don't hate Gen 13. I do not hate the comic. It's written pretty well.
Wizard loved it back in the day. I never got to read it, but I remember Wizard loved it.
It's hot trash because it's not worth anything, but it's not hot trash to me because it's a good read, man. That's just the way it is.
Prophet number one was hot trash that I love to collect, but apparently it got options, so now people care about it. But yeah, I love hot trash. What up, who that?
What's
My
up?
first time. What up, man? It's my first time on with you. I've been a fan of the hunt. I love what y'all do.
Yeah, buddy.
It's always fun. The hunt's
Oh,
always
thank you.
fun.
I love competition, and I love that how y'all found a way to make this a competition, and it's a fun competition.
Oh yeah.
Not a hateful, shit.
Yeah. It could. We make it try. We try to make people think it is a hate.
Oh, yeah, that's the fun of it, though, right? That's
we
the
try
fun
to,
of it.
but like if people know wrestling, you know it's not. Yeah,
it's good times, man.
Yeah,
it's good
you have
times.
the people that you think hate each other. They're driving in the same car to the next town.
And I think it's perfect that you guys have a break between two because you get to build that anticipation a bit.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
One of the funnest shows I've ever been a part of, man. To be honest, I love the hunt.
It's dope.
It's awesome.
It's dope. Everybody, check it out. I'm sure if you're watching Bleeker, you know about it though.
Yeah, the hunt. The hunt's the way to go.
Bleek's the man on it, man.
I've been doing pretty well for the year. We'll see what happens this year.
I enjoyed the award show. That was fun.
And it was supposed to be longer. We YouTube was not. I was a YouTube or StreamYard. Something was acting up. Tony said it was supposed to be longer.
StreamYard was acting up. We didn't get your clip. We couldn't get a few clips that were supposed to be in that day.
I am also a Spawn fan, Baker. And you know, it's never the best, right? Spawn's never the best, but I don't know how enjoy collecting it.
I don't know how you can say that. Spawn has been awesome, dude. Spawn is
I love it.
Violent, wicked comic books I've ever read.
I think the story hasn't always been the best, but
that's fair.
I really enjoy just collecting it. Even when the story's not the best, I still want those books, you know?
Yeah, man. Well, Todd McFarlane and Capullo art just right there for me. That's like, you get a Capullo cover, I'm in all the way.
I am with turtle stuff. Like even if the story's trash, I still buy it and love it, and doesn't matter. That's what I grew up with. So.
For Pete's sakes, how you doing?
Tapped into that, to the TMT. Yeah. I almost bought those last Ronin covers though, because those covers look so sweet. It made me want them.
Oh yeah, I had to very limit myself with which ones.
There were some fire covers. Man.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get these. The ones I ordered, and that was it. I didn't go ham on it.
That's how I gotta be with SIKTC.
The format was too ridiculous. I would have had a bunch of freaking Last Ronin books I know at a store.
Ain't that what we do though, right? A bunch of books over the store. Isn't that what we do here?
It was like, man. So I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do all that. But it was. I liked it. I end up just getting I was like, you know what? Instead of getting all these, I just got the hardcover trade. So.
I love. There's something about holding a hardcover comic book in your hand. It's kind of like holding titties. Not as good as holding titties.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. Is this PG? I'm sorry.
No. It's perfectly fine. What's that, sir? How much is it? Oh, it's on the back. No, I'm saying it's not nearly as good as holding a pair of titties. Apparently. That's all.
This is a great hardcover too, because you can get it signed by everybody that did something with turtle stuff.
Titties are fantastic. We all love them.
They're so beautiful. I think about that sometimes. Like, is that like genetically built into us? Like, why are they so amazing to me?
Probably because I don't know. I got milk from them when I was so young. That's my guess.
Hey, there's Ben. What up, Ben? That's what I'm talking about.
Ben's got your back. Circumstances. Ben's got your back.
It is a bit of a polarizing book, though. There are, like I said, my homie Beckerman always gives me shit for liking it, calls it trash, and I'm like, he only read like the first issue or something and didn't like it. I'm like, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you can't really know. It's because the first few issues actually aren't trash at all. So, I'd have to question his validity on that statement.
Well, you got to get that hardcover. Man. It's like a book now. You got to get the hardcover. Man. It's like a book.
I know what you mean, bro.
That hardcover does look nice. I'm not gonna lie.
I love it.
I got two of those. One of them's loaned out.
I have the set.
I came back.
I don't have the. Hey guys.
man. I need some.
I didn't get into something killing a lot. Something killing the children. I didn't.
Hey,
get
you
into
show some respect here. Hold on. Let me come back here. It's something is killing the children. All right, and let's show the proper respect. I'm kidding.
It's my southern. You know, a lot of the words come all together.
Yeah, I wanted to come back to say that even though I don't like something that's killing the children, that don't mean that I ain't a huge circumstances fan. I think that what you're doing is great. I like your personality. You have a great character,
Thanks,
and
guys. Have a great rest of your day.
not saying you're a character. I'm saying that you have a cool aura going. I don't know how to explain it, but I do appreciate circumstances.
Aura. His aura. Oh, like that's like freaking what's his name?
Yeah.
Purple Rain. Freaking the aura around
Purple
circumstances.
Purple rain.
That's funny.
Swag, my man. How you doing, brother?
Every time you say swag,
He's
I
a special
always
guy,
think of
man.
Swag House.
I pay respect
I'm
to
not
that
even
kind of
gonna
stuff. Yeah.
No, man.
What do you
I
say?
yeah, I know. I actually think the same thing, to be honest. It's because I do know them both.
And I'm so used to saying uncanny when I see him. That's like,
circumstances. Again, if I think you're still here. You're more than welcome always in this chat, man. And you can say whatever the fuck you want. If I'm saying anything, I'm just busting your hump, brother. It is no biggie.
I'm hungry.
That goes for anybody, by the way. You ever want to jump on a Bleeker Street stream? You're more than welcome.
I only jumped on it because I didn't want to get fined.
Yeah, that's you're doing your obligatory jumping on. I get it. I appreciate you, who dat.
I don't want to get fined, so, and I'm packing books up because I don't think people are gonna buy any more stuff Sunday. So I'm just gonna pack this shit up.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna buy any more stuff, so I'm just gonna pack this shit up and get it on the way.
I just sold a couple old Ghost Riders, so that's nice.
I thought you said an old goat. I was like, well, I guess they're gonna make some goats too. It's an old goat.
If I could sell old goats, buddy, I'd be in like Flynn.
Oh my god.
Hey, folks, how are you today? Good. Most prices here are negotiable. If you happen to find something you love, we're pretty easy to deal with. That was a hard one this year, eh? Yeah. A lot of people from this area were rooting, but yeah, the Bills, they let us down. They really didn't. Yeah, it was bad.
But see, if we would have had Von Miller, we would have been like good. We would have had that.
It's amazing how one player can change the outcome of a game. Well, then you got somebody like Mahomes, who's like, some of these guys are just great.
Homeboy.
Yeah, he's good, man. That guy, I just do half of the cover price for most of these guys. So whatever the cover price is on there, I'll probably do half for you.
48.
So we'll do 24 for you.
Biggie's
backstage. Let's put him in here. There we go.
I like that name though. Bleeker Comics and Goats.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, man. Definitely. Bleeker Comics and Goats. That's the name of the new store. Old goats.
Old goats. Yeah, we don't sell any new goats here. Old goats.
Just for old goats.
Get it right, uncanny swag. We can't afford new goats.
Thank you, my friend. Sold a Fantastic Four Heroes Reborn soft cover. There you go, brother. And we'll get you a bag as well.
Take a quick look around
here. Of course.
Jumps right out at
Absolutely, please do. And like I said, we try and be pretty negotiable. So if you find something, we're pretty easy to deal with. This stuff here, a girl that comes in. She's a young girl. We accept artist stuff here, so she wanted to sell her stuff, and I told her to put it in the shop, and we'll sell it for her. See if we can't make her some money.
That's really cool.
Yeah, they're nice, right? Yeah, so that's Bleeker Street Comics, man. We like to support local artists. Anybody that I know from YouTube, you guys got any art you want to sell? Let me know. We try and sell stuff, man.
He supports up and coming artists and old goats.
That's right. That's right.
Goat you want to sell? He'll still get it out. Get it out to the
Roscoe's one of my favorites. I love Geek Out with Roscoe.
Roscoe
he has
is
a distinctive
awesome.
style. Yeah, he has his own style for sure.
I keep telling Roscoe he needs to get one of those weighted blankets and put his face on it so we can all get a Roscoe hug. We need Roscoe weighted blankets for sale.
Count me in.
I'm in, man. I'm in. I'd put one of those on my bed. I'll sleep with you, Roscoe.
I feel warm and cozy.
I would not put that in my bed.
Everything ain't got to be for everybody. It's all good.
Yeah, I like Roscoe too, man. He's a good dude.
You can deny Roscoe's warm embrace if you want to, but it's
I definitely will. Because I'd hate to wake up at 1 a.m. like I do to go piss and see that on my bed. I'd freak myself out.
That sounds like heaven. The beautiful face of that man.
That's it. Hey, well, some people's heaven is other people's hell.
Amen. Amen.
Oh, I need to go.
No. You go back on the titty talk, but I don't want to talk about sleeping with Roscoe.
I would sleep on a bed full of titties. I definitely would do that. That's 100%.
No faces, no arms.
I love women like Prince love women. I love women like Prince love women, so I don't need to project that at all times.
That sounds like a Hoodat's wife is calling Hoodat. I know that ringtone. Yeah, I don't know, man. But I would sleep with a Roscoe blanket though. So Roscoe, get on that shit.
I know many people who ain't with that gay joke shit though.
Oh, fuck! I don't give a shit. Fuck.
Or gay sounding. Some people are very serious about that.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I am 2023. I don't give a shit what you do. As long as it's
married.
Yeah, man. We all got.
If you think I'm really gay, it's fine with me. I don't care.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, man. I could be. You don't know. I could be gay as a $3 bill.
I mean, no, I couldn't be. I am very pro-gay people, but I definitely could not be gay.
No, I'm just I'm a supporter of anybody in the community, and they're all welcome at Bleeker Street Comics. It's a safe space, man. That's all.
Hell yeah.
That's all.
For me, it's like if you like comic books, all right, you're in. That's it.
Yeah, man. That's it.
Come on.
I promote that. I'm not against anybody. I try not to be. Obviously, there's certain things that that we can't ignore, but. If you're a Jeffrey Epstein, you can get the hell out of my place.
Well, that one dude from Flash pretty much is that guy. So
I don't.
You get the fuck out.
See, you mentioned that guy. I'm gonna freak out every time somebody mentions that guy. I think he's an absolute douche. I hate Ezra Miller. That guy can suck it. You're a kidnapper.
Miller.
Yeah,
Ezra Miller.
He's the Flash.
Oh, okay. Man, I was thinking of a different Ezra. Wow. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Did you drink all the chocolate milk?
I didn't drink it all. I didn't even get one.
Yeah, it's crazy that they kept him. I did not expect that. It must not have been
Bleeker.
That bad, right, if they kept him.
Bleeker has all these chicks come up to him at this flea market, dude. I'm like, you should just nab one of those honeys at the flea market. And he says they're all too young for him.
What up, Uncanny Swag?
Yeah, they're the one that she's like fucking 18, bro. I'm 40. It's a little weird.
I mean, if you can get away with it. But,
if I could, I would, but I'm sure she's going to get away from me, uncle.
I mean, if you think about it, that is 40. I think that's about how old, that's about the gap between Melania Trump and Donald Trump.
That's true. That's true. I don't have millions and millions of dollars.
I know that helps a lot, don't it? Yeah,
that does help. It certainly helps.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
Yeah,
I am
yeah,
also
well.
missing the millions of dollars. You know,
So I'm
that's
just gonna
also-
stick in my lane and I'll date 35 to 45-year-old women and be happy about it.
It's crazy how money opens up your lane, though. You're right.
It
You can
sure
go
is, man.
any
That
Isn't your
shit.
boy
direction you
the
want.
guy who's Hank Pym? Isn't his wife like 40 years younger than him or something?
Pretty sure didn't
Michael
Hank Pym-
Douglas.
Yeah, Michael
Oh,
Douglas.
yes.
Michael Douglas.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
married to your girl. I mean, he's not that. She's not that much younger than. But I mean, I know she's like 20 something years.
Well, they got
Yeah.
like fucking herpes and shit, throat cancer, and all types of horrible stuff. Is that Michael Douglas or another
Yeah,
guy?
he's throat cancer. Not
Biggie,
herpes.
Hi, guys.
Jesus
See,
Christ.
always coming with the wild conspiracy theories.
It's
Where
like
did this
throat
come
cancer
from?
close to herpes.
You know, herpes.
Is that
I saw-
herpes?
Is 1 in 3 sexually active Americans have herpes?
Yeah.
Are you gonna
Which
be
is a wild number.
And people don't realize herpes, like, like in the majority of the population have herpes. It's just not the kind. It's just not the kind that everybody assumes. You know, it's the what's it called?
Have y'all ever seen like a full body genital herpes
I
fucking
just saw
person?
that snap and was like, wow, that is a lot of people.
Yeah, it's like they say if you kiss like your old grandmother or you kiss like you might have herpes because it's that kind of a disease. Like
Yeah, man. You get cold sores. Somebody kissed you when you were a kid. That's what happened. That's what happened.
You could have been a baby. You
boy.
could have been a baby. You could have been a baby.
That
Somebody kissed you. You didn't even know.
Yeah.
You didn't even know.
The kiss of death.
One of those actors got that problem. I know that.
I know.
Is he still married to Catherine Zeta-Jones? Is that-
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. Like they have a big age difference.
Hey, folks, how are you?
That ain't as big as Melania and Donald, though. That's goat.
Groot
game right
figurines? No, I do not.
Trying to pick a cantaloupe.
there. I mean, I'm 43 and I couldn't imagine dating an 18-year-old though. That's a hard pass for me.
I'm not gonna lie. I just can't keep up with one, to be honest. Like,
No,
not
no,
sexually,
it's
no
impossible.
problem. But like, I don't want to go to the
No.
bar every
You
night.
say sexually no problem, then you have a freaking heart
You're a
attack
beast.
at 40.
I don't want to go to the. I don't want to go to the
Because-
bar every night. I don't want to. I don't know, like hang out with a bunch of 20-year-olds constantly. That would suck.
Exactly.
That would
I'm well into my grumpy old man stage. I don't.
Me
Like,
too, bro.
I'm gonna do
Me
it 3
too.
times a day. You're like, oh my god, my bones and heart can't take it.
If I'm gonna be doing it 3 times a day, you better be a good cook, man. You better be a really good cook.
Yeah, you catch a Charlie horse or something, it's over with.
There's a school behind my house, and Friday everybody lines up to pick up their kids, and I was walking to meet my daughter, and there was this car bumping loud music, boom, boom, boom. And it used to be, I'd be like, yeah, but this time I was like, man, I had some
Turn that
serious
crap
get off
down.
I had some serious get off my lawn vibes, though. And I was laughing at myself in the moment because I really try to be self-aware, and I was laughing at myself in the moment about how much I've changed from who I used to be now. I'm grumpy now. Get off my lawn, damn it.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. We've got our resident awesome hat. Peter is in the shop today with us, hanging out.
All right.
What up,
Pretty
dude?
good.
What up,
All
homie?
He's the man. He hangs out. The man with the awesome hat.
You got any West Coast Avengers?
Are you at a bridge, Biggie? Where the hell is Biggie at?
He's about to jump. I'm not sure what's happening over there.
Is he Roman, Ohio? What is
Don't
he
do it, Big. Don't do it, man. It's
I had
not
to go
that
get a
bad.
watermelon and a cantaloupe.
What's-
My kid
That's very
is,
specific.
Yeah, well, we had a watermelon and Melody started cutting it, and my kid started freaking out because he wants a whole watermelon. So it's like, all right, I'll go get one. She wanted
choose
a
your battles,
cantaloupe.
right?
He just wants a
Yeah.
whole watermelon, like.
Choose your battles.
I was going to buy some like hamburger and some chicken. Well, we already fried some chicken, but we're probably just going to eat fruit tonight for dinner. I think we're just going to eat watermelon and cantaloupe.
The old me would have been like, "Oh man, just don't do that for that kid. He'll be fine with that cantaloupe." But the new me is like, "Yeah, choose your battles, bro. Choose your battles."
Yeah, man. If I can get out that easy today, I'm having a good day.
I understand. You got to choose them right.
Choosing your battles,
Yeah.
man. That should be something that every teenager should be heard once. Choose your battles, bro. Choose your battles. It's an important lesson in life.
You got to give that kid more than a watermelon. It's basically 90% water.
Yeah, man.
He's
Yeah.
They drink a bottle of
That's
water.
not just good for dinner, but I mean, I gotta stop eating meat all the time. I gotta try to eat
Man,
something
people been
different.
eating meat for like millions of years. Eat fucking meat.
Yeah. It tastes gross too anymore. I can't hardly eat anything from a grocery store. It's weird.
Oh, man,
That
that
is
don't
weird.
sound good. Then you might have that shit.
I'm sure we do got some bullshit in this fucking town,
Not
man.
too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Rona rolling around.
I'm very particular. Yeah.
Well, you know what it
I
is.
would.
You've been Subway every day for the last I don't know how
I
many years.
know. I know.
Oh man, I haven't
Fucking
eaten that place in so long.
I haven't.
3 months.
I used to love that place.
I
know what
can't eat
happened?
fucking Burger King. What
They took
happened?
away
Sorry.
they took away spicy mustard, man. I gotta have spicy mustard.
I used to love that place, but then I met this guy named Jared. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible experience.
I feel
Look at
bad
Bleeker
for
always holds grudges.
you. He met him. That's the problem. That's the real problem.
It was wild, man. That was wild.
I
It's
do
scary to
hold
think that
grudges.
stuff is out there way more than you think.
I hold grudges, Biggie. I'm a Scorpio, and Scorpios hold grudges, and I fucking do. I hold them, man. I do not forget.
That's
Yeah. Well, my internet's gonna go to
I
shit,
used to
guys,
hold
because I'm about to
grudges.
float.
All right.
All right, brother.
But
Nah,
I'll
hop
hop
back on if
in.
you
I'll
want.
hop. Yeah, I'll probably just be in the chat because my kid's been pretty squilly today. So I don't know if I get a break from a bunch of noise, I'll hop in with y'all. But it's been fun, Bleeker. It's been fun, circumstances, and Big Who
Good to
Dat.
see you, homie.
Yeah.
Good to
Yep.
see you,
Yeah.
Biggie. Always good to see you.
Biggie,
I'll
thanks
catch
for
y'all
hopping
later,
on,
dude.
brother. Thanks for hopping
All
on.
right.
Always a pleasure, bro.
And shout out to Uncanny Swag in the chat. We kind of ignoring the chat. What up, Uncanny Swag? We got Michael Baker.
Swag,
What up,
just
homies?
watched an episode of Slab or Not a Slab. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. You were in that episode, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
That's a fun.
Watch yourself.
I did one short just to see what it was all about. This is my CGC grade reveal and got like almost 400 views.
No, you should absolutely be doing shorts because they're a great source of subs. They really are.
Yeah, I really. But see, I don't really care about all that stuff. So I don't know.
If you don't care, then that's cool. But if you do care, then they're a great source of subs.
Yeah. I just wanted to try it out.
I put a lot of my reels on there. They don't all pop, but the ones that pop give me subs.
Yeah, I think I'll probably do it more often because it was easy. It's short and sweet.
And it's nice to break down your content into a more easily digestible form because it entices people to come get the whole cake, you know? So it is really a good practice. Like I've been trying to, if I see something cool happen on a stream, because I really like to promote this community. So if I see something funny or something happen on the stream, I'll get the screen, I'll grab it and cut it up to try and make it presentable. Because I want to show people, like you'll see multiple reels from me like that on Instagram. Because I'm just trying to show people, hey man, we're having a good time. Y'all should come hang out. Because I love this community. I want to see it continue to grow. See the CBC awards continue to grow. Y'all mess with that at all? Do that? The comic book community awards. You fucks with that?
Nah.
You should. Then we need to get the hunt on there.
Nah, well that's why we don't really fuck with it.
Right. Well, talk to me about it. Talk to me about it.
We really don't. Like and that's not coming from me. It's other people telling me about it, and we're like, man, how the hunt's out on it? I don't know, man. I said
because you got to get your people to point to it, right? The reason why the hunt's not. There's like this feeling, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I get this sense that like people feel like the raw numbers aren't good enough. You know, like why isn't the hunt on there? Well, the hunt didn't have the numbers because you guys didn't point people to it, or your fans didn't know about it. So why is that? What is the problem, you think? Why can't we get you guys to be involved in it? Because that's my whole thing is like, how do I get the hunt in here? How do I get you guys talked about?
Of course you
should be.
Yeah. And it's weird. It's like I don't like because some of Tony's the hunt videos get like 800, 900, 1,000 views, and
but that's not the measure, though, right? That's not the measure, though.
So I don't know.
Dude, I've got 170 followers, and my one short got 2,500 views. It literally did nothing for me, but
views aren't the measure, though.
It's nice to have views, though.
It's not the view. It's not like Brian is going through and saying, "All right, who has the most views? All right, these channels are in the mix." No, that's not how it works.
No,
That
no,
sounds like a lot of work.
You have to have a lot of
You
followers,
just got
I
to.
would imagine, right?
You just got to. You don't have to have a lot of followers. You just got to have a lot of people nominating you.
Tony has like 4,000 followers. So
Yeah, that's not about that either. It's about are those people nominating you and getting you on that stage. That's what it's about. And if your attitude, and I respect it, don't get me wrong, but if your attitude is we ain't fucking with it, then that's definitely not going to change. Then I would love to see y'all on there though.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's Tone's show. I'm just happy to be a part of it from the beginning.
You know what? I might. You know, I have. I do a lot of promoting for the show, and I'm going to include y'all in what I do. I'm going to try to do it myself then, since you motherfuckers ain't going to.
Hey, like I said, I'm just happy to be a part of the show that from the beginning. Like it was me, Tone, freaking Jeffrey.
It's like an awesome show, bro. It's an
awesome like
show.
a few others who kind of started it off, and then it just blossomed to what it is now.
It is by far one of my most favorite comic book shows on YouTube. It's just fun. It's fun.
It has a substantial community, and I would like to see that community represented because that's why you guys aren't there, is because your community is not being represented. But I want every community as possible. Every community that fits into this box, I want them all to be celebrated. That's how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That's actually the point of me doing my slab or not to slab series. I'm just sort of asking members of the community to be a part of it. That way everybody sees everybody, man.
I love it. I love that stuff. Yeah.
And I'll be coming to your direction. Don't worry. I'll be coming.
I was really late to the hunt. I didn't really know about you guys for a long time.
Right. The hunt's been one of my most favorite experiences on YouTube. It's been a blast being on that show.
It's fun, man. It's
some of the best chats though happen after the show too. So
$1,000,000%. Yeah, $1,000,000%.
I bet. Backstage, you mean?
Yeah, backstage chats on the hunt.
That's some of the best stuff.
Because it's funny that we talk about it's nothing crazy we talk about, but it's like almost a show. It's like an after show that should be recorded because we talk about all kind of stuff, movie.
I agree.
What we're reading, what we're showing, all kind of stuff we talk about. It's like and we've been trying to tell Tone, hey, just record it and edit it. Like you don't have to drop it immediately. Just record it and then edit it. And if we talk about somebody, just take that part out.
That's what I was gonna say. That's why it's so interesting though, is because people aren't being recorded. That's what makes it interesting.
But everybody says it who's on after said, man, you should just record this. Just record it.
It's a very interesting chat. The after chat in the hunt. It should be a show in itself.
My favorite part of I'm sorry, man.
No, that's okay. Call it the locker room or whatever. That would be fun.
My favorite part of those chats are the things that people won't say on live. So that's where I like to get into the juicy. I'm a gossip like that, though. It's true. That's
well, we had a little bit of that on the backstage on a couple.
we got Biggie back. We got K-pop. What up, K-pop?
He says, "I'm back." Oh man, it's fun though.
Happy birthday to K-pop in the house today on her birthday.
Happy birthday!
Is it today?
It is today.
Are we doing the Comic Journey thing where every day is her birthday?
No. Comic Journey, no. It's just today is her birthday. But if K-pop wants to celebrate for a whole month, I'll say happy birthday to her. I'm fine. That's
how my wife thinks it's a month-long process.
Yeah, almost every girlfriend I've ever had has been a month-long birthday.
Yeah, it's like birthday month. I'm like, nah, yes. Nah.
We do a week. We do a week. That's it.
Okay, birthday week. That's not so bad.
You get a day. That's it.
Only reason we say get a week because if your birthday's during the week, you don't really celebrate it.
I mean, you get to that weekend. Yeah. Happy birthday, K-pop. One of the homies, a staple in many communities. In this
I gotta finish watching their video.
K-pop is one of the real ones, man. She's one of the real ones.
Talking about the auctions. He told me about it. He goes. He gave me a compliment and he talked shit about everybody else. And I was like, I made it.
I'll take it.
He's like, He was like, you're all right. It's all this other bullshit. Blah, blah, blah.
That dude's a firecracker.
I'm not gonna lie, I love Comic Journey, man. I think the guy's fucking awesome. I think he's great.
This dude, he's a saboteur. He came on one of my streams once, and he started streaming The Boys, the newest episode of The Boys.
Nice.
He's a damn criminal and a saboteur. And I was rooting for Lady Fantastic. I love Comic Journey too, though. He's funny. I hope to see him at Heroes Con. Actually, I think he's going to Heroes Con. Oh,
that's what I hear. Yeah, he's going to Heroes Con.
So I hope to see him there. I'm super pumped for Heroes Con. It's going to be lit.
Where is Heroes Con? I don't know where that is.
Charlotte, North Carolina. I went there last year, and it was so much fun. I was like, I'm coming back. This is a blast.
What's the best con in the States?
So I'll tell you, when I flew into Heroes Con last year, I was on the plane with Matt Kent and his wife, Charlene, and they both said Baltimore was the best con, their favorite con.
Baltimore, I've heard that. Interesting.
If you ask me, I'm going to say Heroes Con in my limited experience.
That's fair. That's fair.
Even though I love Planet Comic Con.
And don't ask me because I've only gone to like New Orleans Fan Expo, so I'd be like, New Orleans Fan Expo is the best.
that would be dope, though.
Yeah.
I want to.
I mean, honestly, our this year was probably the best convention they've had down here in years, with all the artists and celebrity, like all the stuff they had there was like. I couldn't believe more people didn't turn out because just of the artist alley.
I like when there's
every artist was like a big name artist. It was like bam, 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 bam. I was like, okay, all right.
I like that because we don't get enough artists here in St. Catharines. We always get the same ones. There's I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 of them. I'd like to see more prolific artists here come to Canada.
Planet Comic Con in 2 weeks.
I'll go to Heroes Con in 2024.
2024?
Yeah. I already had 2023 planned. So it's nothing else is making the list. I went to New Orleans Fan Expo, I went to Dallas Fan Expo, and that's this year.
What's going on, man?
That's how you doing, buddy?
I know the Heroes Con meetup group is getting pretty big. There's quite a few people going. So
next year is probably going to be New Orleans Fan Expo, Heroes Con, and MegaCon. That's probably going to be next year.
MegaCon would be fun. That one's in Florida, right?
This is my gamer guy. He's got all of the games you could possibly ever want in the world right there.
Does he have Mutant League football?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
No, let's see if he got
in between. Oh, Mutant League.
Mutant League football.
Literally, I just had both of them at the shop.
He's got both of them at his actual shop.
Yeah.
Okay. So he don't have it.
Not here.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
He does have it, though. He does have it. As soon as I said,
sounds like comic collectors, and they say, "Oh man, you got this? Oh man, I got it in my other box, in my other house."
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna try some meat from the Meat Man. This guy's awesome, by the way. His name is Tony. He's the best. Shit, that's awesome.
Swag says Comic Journey goes on Spine Ticks and tells him what he doesn't like, and that sounds
Bleeker Street. Right. Bleeker Street Comics.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's why it was kind of funny. He was talking about the auctions, and he said, "Not you, I like when he was like." He's like, I was like, "All right, at least I know I'm okay." I try my best, and I was like, I try my best, Comic Journey, but nobody wants to buy anything, so that doesn't bother me. I was like, I'll sell multiple places, so I usually just do the YouTube auctions that hang out with the homies, hang out with the homies.
Yeah, he was worked up about that auction. I told him when he started his stream, I was like, if you're going to go into this auction thing again, I got to go. I can't listen to this anymore.
I just found a new girlfriend, guys. It's going to be great.
No arms, huh? No arms.
Yeah, well, she can't get away that easily.
Oh, my God.
Oh, we got a Juggalo in the house.
Yes, she went to the ICP concert, I think, is there as well, right?
Everything I know about ICP, I learned from Marshall Mathers IP.
Yeah, that's actually, I knew ICP before Marshall, but I've only learned of them through Marshall Mathers pretty much. Yeah,
I have no idea who they were outside of unfortunately for them.
Apparently they're killing it. Pop loves
Yeah,
them. So.
I say that like I don't matter. I mean, why would I say that? It doesn't matter. I don't matter.
None of us matter, brother. Don't worry. That's why we're all on the stream together.
I matter.
You matter. You matter. Who that?
Somebody.
I matter. As long as I matter to the core people that are in this house. That's all that matters to me.
That is all that counts, man. That's all that counts. I matter to my friends, and that's good. Oh, we got another guest.
Uh-oh.
What do we got?
Everything is relative.
It's like a party over there, man. Who's that?
Mad Magazine?
Oh, that's Unkind?
Heavy metal.
Is that Unkind?
No.
What's up, fellas?
I can't see the name.
Or is that the comic book chiropractor?
What's going on, fellas? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can
hear you.
I'm trying to figure out what persona is this. I don't know who this is. I don't know.
Oh, I just
Dustin, Unkind Dustin.
I know that. I know that voice. Oh, he's on the hunt. I know that voice.
Yeah, he needs to stop highlighting K-pop. Hey, what are you pressing?
Oh, I know who it is. I can picture.
Yeah,
I can picture you.
Working on some books right now. Yep.
Yeah, I thought Sunday was supposed to be your day. Sunday, you work on your books.
Yeah, I don't have time for that anymore. Don't have time for that.
One. I remember now. You're retired.
He's retired. He's retired.
I loved your spiel. Was funny, dude. I love the energy. I love the vibe. It was good.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Dustin, how you doing, brother? Two Brothers Comics in the house. The Unkind, or is that Unkind?
Doing good.
It's Dustin the Presser.
Dustin the Presser.
It's the chiropractor.
What
do
you hate today? What do you hate today? Let's make this comic journey chat. What do you hate today?
Me?
I hate today.
I hate that it's Sunday and I gotta go to work tomorrow. That's what I hate.
Yeah, I don't. I had to work today and tomorrow, so yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I gotta go hang a TV. I gotta go hang some TVs here in just a little bit when I get done with these books.
I would hate that as well. I also hate that.
So.
Yeah, I don't want to be hanging any TVs today.
I never heard.
Where's your boy at?
Who, Biggie?
Yeah, I heard him talking some of that good shit this morning, and so I decided I might try to pop on here and catch him.
Oh,
he's in the chat right now.
He left,
definitely
man.
in the chat.
He's on.
I don't know, man.
He's roaming Ohio, man. He was on a bridge. That's what I thought. I think
he knew you were coming. He knew you were coming. He fucked off, eh?
I love that heat.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw his promo this morning. I was thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe you weren't happy about it.
Yeah. There's gonna be a. I will respond. I promise.
I believe that.
If you're not following Unkind on the Unkind_the Hunt on Instagram, y'all gonna miss it. But I promise you don't want to.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
What up,
pull up some old shit. Gonna pull up some shit. A video I did when from 2019, trying to help him get subscribers, and you're gonna use that to shit on me? Okay. All right, bro.
Hey, you read a comment that I was giving you about a turtle book, and tried to hurt my feelings. So guess what?
Hey, but that was on the show though.
I know, but that hurt my feelings still.
They are the best. I seriously love them.
I was like, that's messed up. I'm trying to help him out. And he reads it like a damn teleprompter.
And we have them both on Bleecker Street Comics. Two people ready to go head to head on the hunt.
He's like, I'm not hiding.
I'm hiding from this explosion.
Yeah, Biggie Shank popped in.
I need to go get my damn door camera. It's got 1 week of charge left.
I will tell everybody who watches the hunt this. I know the show starts late, and it's the end of the week, and it's hard to stay up real late to watch the main event. But I will promise you guys this: it's gonna be quick. So y'all ain't got to worry about it. It'll be quick.
Ooh, some hot words. Callie,
well, it sure in the fuck took long enough to get to the match there, Dustin. Hey, look, man. I hope it ain't too quick. I hope it ain't too quick.
When you're good at something, you don't do it for free, man.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
I was planning on taking my time since I waited so long. So hopefully it'll be a long match. I'll try to draw it out as long as I can.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what you can do, man. We'll see.
Yeah. I thought I was being pretty. I thought I was being pretty. Pretty. What's the good word for it? Like complimentary on my promo. It was. I didn't really think I needed to put the leash shit in there, but once it was all came together, I thought that Callie had the good site, so I just left it in there. But I did say that she wanted to
fine.
be like me.
And your boy Callie, he's gonna get his too.
I don't think Callie wants to be on my side. He's probably more of an Unkind fan.
Your boy Callie's on deck.
Callie's he's doing some good promo work, man. He's doing some good promo work. I don't know. Bleeker is retired, so I'm not after you, Callie. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, me and Dustin's going to try to put on a good match for everybody on the hunt. So hopefully y'all. And I can't really kick into anybody like I do old Dustin. Dustin's fun to. I can't wait for the video he's going to make. I've been anticipating, and I'm sure it'll be great. He'll probably have a vignette for the match. It'll be fun.
A vignette? What?
Yeah, you know how he likes to have a video before the match, and then he'll come in. I think he'll have one of those.
I thought you said like a beignet, like a French pastry.
Oh no, we'll leave that.
I don't know why they call it that.
We'll leave that to the New Orleans and the Canadians to eat that French stuff.
Hey, it's a good food.
No, I've eaten them before. It's all right. It's definitely all right. I like them crawfish pies. That's my shit.
Oh yeah, you gotta get some of the best ones. All right, local gas stations.
Yeah, there was this guy that had this little mom and pop restaurant down here, and he grew up all his life somewhere out there, and every week he would have all of his seafood flown in from New Orleans, all of his French bread, everything he cooked there all came weekly fresh from New Orleans. And his legal name, I made him show me his driver's license, is Cajun. That's what his mama named him. And he used to have the best po' boys with some real and I know tartar sauce bullshit. This man has some real remoulade on that shit. Crawfish pies, beignets. Shit was awesome. We used to hit that spot once a week.
Yeah, boy, that's some good eating there, boy.
Well, I liked your topic last night, talking about how people were cashing out, getting out of the hobby. I think that's a relevant topic and should be discussed more. I had an idea like crash or correction, but I just didn't word it out right. Like, I think that's
yeah. People got in because they thought it was a gold rush, and then now they're bouncing because they're getting scared, and it's like, well, it's not like
I get a lot of people from small.
It's not like the books are going away. It's not like it's over. We're closing up shop, but if you didn't develop some sort of love for this shit amongst your investing and stuff like that, then yeah, it's going to be hard to see any value in the stuff when you see the prices keep dropping. But you can't place value in the pages and the stories and the art and the writing, then you're going to have a hard time with this.
Then your girl was at Emerald City Con, man. Sasha Banks, man. She was at Emerald City.
Nice. It felt good to hear somebody else talk about how comic books absorb 24 hours of their fucking life. Like, dude, I sometimes I wonder, am I like crazy? I know I'm fucking nuts. I know like I'm not mentally right.
Oh, that's a fact.
It's refreshing to hear other people say like, you think that I just do shit on YouTube, and like I'm absorbed. And I feel like a lot of people I talk to are too.
Oh, it's an
That
obsession.
shit. Like it's really crazy.
You sell online at all?
I don't often. Here, I'll get you one of my cards, my man. This guy's a me. That's a me right there.
My girlfriend literally like that's
I
all
don't
you
really
do.
sell online too much,
That's
but
all
if you
you
want
do.
to give me
Why
a
can't you
shot
do anything
online,
else?
that's fine.
Like if I
Why would I?
Yeah.
We're from the United States.
No problem. I can ship
Yeah.
to you and stuff like that. That's no problem. Yeah, I don't mind shipping.
That I made it,
And
Beckerman.
again, if you're from the States, it's usually a little cheaper for you, right? Because my comic for $2,000 is more like $1,500 for you. You right?
I am in my 3rd year of
No
collecting
problem, my
comics
friend.
again. I
And
didn't know
again,
if
if we
I
talk,
didn't know
I'm
if I
easy
would
to
have
make
been here a
deals
year
with
later
us.
either when I started.
Thanks, guys.
That's sick, bro.
The community is I mean, I don't know without the community if I would have never even started without community, first of all. But I don't know if I
I
would have
agree,
stayed
bro.
in
Like
either.
without seeing everybody else doing it and like showing stuff and talking, dude, I probably wouldn't do it either. I think you're right.
It was for years I lugged my 90s comics around and I would look up online and see that they were worth nothing. And during the pandemic, I was like, I wonder what they're worth. And I looked them up and they were still worth nothing. But I found this huge community of people talking about comics in a way that I never got to talk to about with my friends, And it was exactly what I needed when I was a kid, and it's what I wanted now. And it's definitely why I'm still here in my 3rd year.
I wish I would have got into this when I was a kid at some point.
Me too, man. Me too, big time.
Only if you got money when you're a kid.
We didn't have the
otherwise
opportunity to
it's
do it. If we didn't have the internet and shit, we was relegated to fucking local.
Well, just
comic shops.
collecting
It wasn't
comics,
like we could have
though.
came up anyway.
Oh, that's $100, my friend. Yeah. It's just the
Yeah, I was talking to a guy at the shop the other day because he was just flabbergasted that I'd never seen a comic book as a kid growing up. Didn't know anybody that had a comic book, knew nothing about them, had no idea they were still being printed, that shops were around, anything. And we got to talking, and he's like, man, you never, how could you have never seen them, man? Like, you never saw a rack in the grocery store or something. I was like, that shit wasn't in the grocery stores when I was a kid, dude. I was like, I was born in '89. And he's like, man, I didn't even think about that. He's like, you're right. He's like, he was like, it wasn't like it was when I was growing up. Like, he's in his early 50s. I was like, yeah, see? I was like, I never thought about that either until we started talking. But I was like, yeah, man, like, there wasn't no racks in the stores. If there were, I would have seen them because I was sitting there on the floor 10 years old in the magazine section reading WWF magazines. So I would have seen them, but they weren't there.
You were born in '89. I thought you was born in like '69.
No.
That's my little brother's age. Oh,
at least 79.
You're just a baby.
Oh yeah, I am.
I'm not much older than him. I'm born in 84.
Oh, don't let Russell lie to y'all. That son of a bitch is 40.
I'm not 40. I was born in '84. What are you talking about?
There's nothing wrong with being 40, people. Fuck off.
Give me extra years.
I'm 41.
Beckerman, you can't really do spinner racks anymore, though, right? Because they don't maintain the quality of the book. I was just thinking about this while you guys were talking.
I do it at my shop for the $1 books.
And I think I don't know, like comic books becoming something that we don't read and throw away. Is that? I don't know. I wonder.
Punishers to the punished. It happens.
I know the little reprint $1 books that they come out. My shop puts them in there. You got a spinner rack and they put them in there.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that's what's on my spinner rack in my room.
The stigma for years was it was a joke to have comics because people thought they were going to be worth money and they ended up not being worth shit. So through the 90s, it was like, oh, why would you collect that bullshit? Oh, you're saving it, ha 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 ha, for years. But we were, like I said, relegated to our LCSs. We didn't have the internet unless you drove to a con. I tried to get an X-Men 1 at 13, and I got a fucking unlimited #1 because my mom bought it. So that's the kind of bullshit you run into. My shop didn't have them big books. Yeah. So it's like, even if you're trying back then, it was hard. So.
All right.
I think the internet boom was a big.
I look down and I look back up. I was like, hey.
We got Comic Collector Geek in the house.
I didn't see
What up, homie?
Take a little Hershey's.
What's going on?
Well, I'm gonna get out of here because I don't want to get no squawks in front of Collector Geek. I try to stay on my best behavior because Alan's a nice guy, and it's noisy in my house. But
I was enjoying what you were saying.
yeah. But I know, dude. I'll get a hold of you later, Alan. But fucking Dustin, dude. I can't wait for our match. I appreciate you, bro, and I know you're gonna fire back with some flame. So
and for the people watching, when is the match for the people watching?
Friday. This Friday
in a
at
few
11
days. This Friday.
On the Hunt. Although this is Bleeker Street channel, I want to hear more heat, Biggie. Give him some shit.
And where can you find that? Where could the viewers?
I'm not gonna say nothing too mean because I feel like I've been doing way more fucking promos and being more of a prick, and he's been being really nice. So I'm actually
your power come back on yet?
Another
prick.
Your power come back on?
He said your power.
It did. It did.
Yeah, my bad.
I think.
He said my bad.
Unkind's gonna be. Unkind took my power out. He told me as soon as my power went out, he fucking messaged me on Instagram. He was like, "Yeah, bro, how's that power going?" or some shit. Anyways, man, I'm gonna get out of here. Nothing but respect to two bros. Even though you like something that's killing the children, dude, I still love you. Okay.
Hey, wait a second.
K-pop.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta start editing this video for Cali Comics. I need to get it done, so I'm gonna get out of here too, man. Good hanging out with y'all.
Circumstances.
Biggie,
thanks very much, brother.
Later, guys.
Can't wait for the hunt, man. Who that? Good to see you, homie. All right, Bleeker.
See you, man. See you.
Yeah, man. Very good to see you. We've got Comic Collector Geek in the house.
Hey guys, I scared everyone away. It's like,
No, man. No, they just knew that the best comic collection was in. So.
Well, Biggie popped in because he was saying Unkind was here, and so he was claiming, and then Biggie was talking shit about about something's killing the children, and so that's why circumstances popped in.
Unkind is awesome. When I saw he did like one of these hunt battles, it was just he was so in character that it was just really awesome. It was really
Unkind's all right. He's not who that.
He's all right.
He's all right.
He's all right.
He tried to come cut my power in my neighborhood. He ain't gonna make it out. Like he can do that in Biggie's neighborhood.
He knows where my neighborhood. The Inferno's still going, buddy. The Inferno's still going.
What do you mean I can't come in your neighborhood?
Huh?
What do you mean I can't come in your neighborhood?
I live in the hood for real,
bro.
I think he said you're too white. I think he said you're too
Look,
white.
dude, I got a permanent cookout invite card in my wallet at all times. I'll send you my code number.
Nice.
Oh, I got the crackheads looking out, boy. They're gonna be like, hold up, wait a minute.
I get the whole auxiliary cord at the cookout. What are you talking about, bro?
Like, what is this guy doing in here? He's trying to change this thing. He's trying to turn it back into Two Brothers now. Change his picture. Oh man.
Now I feel like I can be a peaceful human being.
Well, you still kind of not. When you're that, you got to go to the chiropractor. That's when you're more peaceful because you're trying to get.
Got to watch out for business.
Yeah, put the chiropractor picture. He ain't gonna say nothing to me.
Right. Completely in pocket.
Oh my god! Man. And you got to send me some cards too, man. You got to send.
Yeah, I was thinking about that yesterday when I was at that. I was set up at this show yesterday, and I had them sitting out on my table.
I was thinking about it because I was packing books up, and I was like, Dustin never sent me them damn cards.
Well, right now I can't. Right, it was the same thing I told my wife yesterday. People kept taking my card and asking questions. I was like, "Damn, I hope none of these people call me." Because I can't take any more right now. It's crazy.
Oh God, hey man! Hopefully you can get busy enough where you can do that for a living.
Yeah, and I'm starting a brand new job tomorrow, and I'm kind of terrified about it. and I'm not. It's gonna be a minute trying to get all that stuff figured out and comfortable with it. So,
Is it something you
um,
haven't done before, Dustin? Why are you terrified?
so
I think this is a new.
it's in the same vein of work that I do now.
Okay.
But instead of being the guy that does all the work, now I'm the guy that walks around with the iPad and figuring out how many guys need to be on site for how long to get this done, how much material we need, how long it's going to take,
Oh yeah.
what figuring out the money it's going to cost to do all this. So like one little mistake, there's no telling how much money you're going to cost the company. And yeah, I haven't done that side of it before, and I don't know anything about this technology. I still use paper blueprints and all my notes and shit. Like everything I do is on paper still, and
That's
they
intense,
got
bro. That's intense, man.
yeah. Friday I got sent a package with a laptop, an iPad, an iPhone, and I'm just like, what am I going to do with all this?
Wow.
Use it.
I couldn't even figure out how to turn it on.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna die with your work boots on, buddy. Sounds like you're gonna die with a set
Oh, I'm
of
still
loafers
going.
on.
No, I'm still walking around in work boots. I promise you that. I'm still
That's
on the
fair.
job site.
That's fair.
But who knows? I could have my ass right back into a tool belt within another couple of months if I can't figure this out.
Nah, you're a smart motherfucker. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. One of the
So
good
what do you
ones.
guys got going on?
Well, actually, I'm gonna be sending you a message and Mr. Comic
Yeah, I'm
Collector
sorry, I
Geek.
haven't gotten.
That's okay. We're gonna be sending you both messages pretty soon. I've started a new video series, so I'll be asking you for a 1-minute video submission on my next Slab It or Not to Slab It, if you don't mind.
Yeah, send it to me today. I can get it done today while I don't have a whole lot going on. And
Sounds good.
I completely just. I've got a bunch of people that I have just not fulfilled my duties that I promised to over the past couple of weeks. So
Never an issue, brother. Never an issue. We're all busy. We're all adults.
I'm quiet because I was pointing to myself. I'm one of those people.
hey, all your signature series books are going out tomorrow. They're all done.
Anybody sent a submission in recently? I got my submission back within less than 3 weeks.
I did.
Wow.
Remember I told you? I told you it took like a week.
It's insane, bro. It's insane.
That's really good. That's really good. And was that like express or was that just like regular?
No, that was a regular submission. The express came back on Friday. Like
my express has been in there for like. I got an annual one in there. It's been in there since. I think it's tomorrow will be day 9 business days.
Okay.
And I'm like, y'all said 5 business days on the website, I think, which is why I paid for Express on it. Plus, they didn't even open it for like a week after it delivered there, and that's supposed to be like you see it, you open it because it's labeled on the outside of the box.
Yeah.
And so I'll pay extra for one Express submission, and then I'll shove my moderns and my economies and all that in the same box. That way, everything gets loaded up immediately. But yeah, it took like a week to open the box.
That's what we did with we had one express submission and then the rest was just regular, and they opened up the whole box. And the only one we're not getting back, it still hasn't been graded yet, hasn't been looked at, is our Last Ronin, because it's a magazine. I don't know. They haven't looked at it yet either way.
Yeah, well, the magazine, they just announced a new holder. So yeah, they're about to be pumping those out probably soon.
It would probably get delayed for a little while until they get that sorted out.
Yeah, that's my guess.
I wish they had I wish you could pay extra for a fast reholder on magazine, but I don't, because I don't want to send all my turtle stuff in and it sit there for 2 years.
They got the high value reholder. It's like 30 days.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna do that then for my 2, 3, 4 Raphael 1 and Last Ronin ash can.
Let's do a couple at a time because it's like $50 a reholder.
Oh wow, that's really expensive. You'd think it would be the cost.
You're really paying for the speed of them reholdering it. That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's because it's normally like what, $30 or $25 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's like $25, but it's also like over 270 something days right now for magazines.
For reholder stuff. So it's like, I was gonna pay $50 for mine. Then I heard they're doing a new case, so you're gonna have to wait anyway. So I said, well, might as well
Mm-hmm.
pay the regular amount and just wait.
Yeah, I
when
don't
you guys
know.
do submissions, how many books are you guys sending at once?
I sent 30.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dustin got more books. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I've got like a little over 20 right here. I know at least of his that are gonna go. When I send stuff in, I got a local guy that's a buddy of mine, and me and him will send like 50 in a pre-screen. But I'll usually send like 10 to 12 mixed between economy and express and standard and walkthrough at a time.
Yeah, I'll try to say 10. Like if it's, I'll try to say 10 and 10 or something like that. So
I find 10 and 10 is a nice price range, actually, to be honest, as far as paying for the whole. I pay a little more than you guys because I'm in Canada and it sucks. But
yeah, it does.
Hey.
So I heard you earlier this morning talking about you hate when people start talking shit about Canada, and I swear I almost typed in the chat, "Fuck Canada," just to see if you would catch that I heard the beginning of the show, but I was like, nah, it's been a couple hours, so he probably won't remember. No, I'm referring to that.
yeah. Stop it. Nah, it's okay. It's the only one it's the only one thing that makes me go, what did you just say? I'm like, okay, it's fucking whatever. It's just it's all right.
Well, half the panel is Canadian, so that's good.
That's right.
We're representing.
There you go.
True.
America's top hat. America's top hat.
Well, it's not like, I mean, like, Canada sucks. That's like the only thing that most people can even say about Canada bad. Because I mean, like, what can you really say bad? I mean,
Canada's
most of you guys are pretty damn good folks.
Yeah, we're all right. We're most of us. There are
all the assholes live down here with us.
Trust me, we got our fair share of assholes. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, you guys heard of Comic Collector Geek? That guy's a fucking asshole.
That's because
I say that about 2 or 3 times during his videos when he's showing his books off.
I know, right? Every time he shows off, I'm like, come on, bro. Come on, man.
Oh,
I got something he doesn't have.
Probably.
I can't.
Oh, I got some shit he doesn't have. I don't know that he would want it, but
yeah.
There you go. Make me big.
I can't. I'm on my telephone. Hold on. I'm trying.
Police cases or something?
This is a pedigree case. Pedigree.
What comic is it? I can't see it.
Yeah. Wonder Woman 180, Death of Steve Trevor.
I have the book. I just don't have the pedigree.
From Northland Pedigree.
Nice.
And it came with the
beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, got that off of one of the IG claim sales.
Very cool.
That's really cool.
You can make me unbig now.
Yeah. Well, you made me make you big, and I thank you for helping me learn. Thank you for helping me learn. I appreciate it.
You did well. You did well.
Right? I'm like, I can't do it. Yes, you can. I'm like, all right, I guess I can. I guess I can.
Yeah, see?
I bought that. A guy had a whole bunch of pedigree books on one of the Grails comics was doing a sale.
Oh, yeah, I watched that claim sale a lot.
It took so long, and I was like, I popped back in, and he was looking at the pedigree books, and I was like, oh, all right, let me look at them. And he had some price like $200 or less, and I was like, okay, I'll take that one.
Yeah, I mean that seems like usually pedigrees go for like 3 times like normal books.
Yeah, I didn't even look. I didn't even look up the price of the book, but I was like $200. It seems like a good
deal for a 9.4.
Yeah, so I was like, matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up now because I don't even know what it goes for. I just bought it because it was a pedigree under $200 and yeah, it was a good deal. He had a few that were high price, but even those were seemed like they were good prices because they were keys.
Yeah, if it's a pedigree and a key, it's usually kind of crazy price.
Mm-hmm. So
explain pedigrees to me. Like I understand them, but I don't, and maybe the crowd doesn't understand them either. What is a pedigree comic?
Okay, do you want me to explain? So
yep.
Basically, a pedigree is like a collection like that has been curated or built up by a single collector.
Okay.
So usually they bought it off the shelf. They created a huge collection, and it's usually very high grade books.
Right.
Usually very rare books, and it's usually a find. Like the most famous one is probably the Mile High, or the Edgar Church collection.
Right. And I know there's a Batman collection. I know I've heard of the guy. I can't remember his name, but everyone always says this guy has a pedigreed Batman collection.
Yeah, so probably that was probably part of the Mile High collection.
Right. Okay.
But so usually, especially the Golden Age, you usually think of like the pedigrees as being like Golden Age books, but there are more modern ones as well.
Interesting.
But it's usually some kind of super valuable collection, super high grade, and either the original owner probably passed away or something like that, and gets sent off to like CGC as like a big collection that's being sold off at auction.
Which I'll read the back of this certification pedigree thing. The Northland collection, it says, consists of nearly complete set of Marvel and DC comics from 1961 and 1971. Motor City Comics began purchasing collection from the original owner in 1996, June of 1996. The collection was purchased off of the newsstand, read once, and then carefully stored for the past 35 years. The original owner of each comic selected was best condition available at the time. Even a few comics that did not grade near mint are usually because of printing defects, such as Marvel chipping. Of all the comics in the collection, exceptional cover gloss and have near white to off-white page quality. Over 95% of the Marvel books from the Northland collection grade near mint or above. Wow. And with many newsstand mint examples, the DC grades at near mint are better of over 50% of the books. And it said this certification kept with the comic in order to verify the authenticity and exact record of issue grades, certification numbers on file with Motor City Comics. So this Northland collection came from
Motor City,
original owner that was purchased from Motor City Comics. So that's how this collection was. And usually they name it. I guess they asked the owner, like what, and it probably just came with Northland. But I know that's how they normally name the stuff. But yep, that was, and they got all the information from Motor City Comics on the back of the certificate. So
I find that very interesting. These collections that are pedigreed. I think they're really neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a couple that the one that I really would like to get a copy of would be I think it's called the Nakayama. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Something like that. It's like she was like a Japanese American in the internment camp and was collecting comics while being in an internment camp.
Jesus.
Yeah. So it's like that Second World War era.
Yeah, that's the history on those comics. That's very cool.
Yeah, so that's one of the charms about pedigree comics, that there's usually some story. Like the most popular right now is probably the Promise collection.
My friend has the greatest Dungeons and Dragons shirt on of all time.
Oh, nice.
Was that live? I hope that was live.
It sure was.
I thought he said, "Was that live?" I hope that wasn't live.
Yeah, that'd be so funny.
It is now, buddy. Everything's live.
He's like, damn it, my wife is not supposed to be here. Oh, man, that's funny.
Yeah, man, that's really cool. Pedigree. How many pedigree collections are there? Does anybody know?
I don't know. Like 30 or 40? I don't know.
So there's not
maybe
really.
More. There's maybe more than that. I don't know. There's lots.
That's interesting, man. Well, I would expect yours would be pedigreed at some point, Alan. You've got an amazing collection.
Yeah. Well, the problem is like the modern stuff people don't really care about. So if I was born maybe 40 years earlier.
What Alan's stuff would probably come up to be, and it's because they have different like realms of pedigrees. Mm-hmm. His would probably be a collection.
Yeah,
like it'd be like the Allen collection. Like once he gets to a certain age and he probably be like, all right, I'm done with all this. And then somebody will probably like, well, this is a collection. This is your collection. So they'll probably send it all off to get re-slabbed with CGC and put his name collection.
So I do have one book. I don't know where it is, but it's from the Nicolas Cage collection.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you see books like that where, who that's point, it's like, it's these books that are in somebody, usually a celebrity, celebrity collection, like, the artist or some famous person. I'm not that level, so I don't think I'll be getting any kind of collection named after me, but it's kind of cool to get that like Nicolas Cage collection. They do stamp it with that on CGC.
Mm-hmm.
That's really neat, actually. I think that's cool. I don't know. Call me crazy.
I wonder
but
if I
think
could get
that's
that
very
done
cool.
with my Mortal Kombat collection once I'm done with it.
You probably could, brother. You probably could. You've got a great Mortal Kombat collection.
It'll be the only complete 9.8 collection on the planet. I know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you've been working hard, man. You've been working hard at that.
How big of a collection is that?
So when I'm done with it, it'll be like 30 plus, 40 plus, because I'm doing every book from every series ever printed.
That's amazing, man.
Including the mail-ins, the inserts, everything.
Oh, wow. So that's cool. I mean, that'd be, so something like that's kind of cool. So sometimes what they'll do with those kind of interesting kind of collections, there was one that just came up recently. I think it's called
Do you mind if I go
Black
first?
Cat collection.
Yeah.
Where it was like a very specific title or titles, and then they'll call that a collection, and then they'll put like a little sticker, usually for those collections.
Okay.
So if you have something that's really unique and special like that, they might actually do it because it'd be kind of cool. They'd probably not name it after you, but they'd name it after the Mortal Kombat collection or something like that.
Yeah. I want to do a registry, but they won't. I can't ever catch when they have the registry open. I can't figure out how to get the request in for them to add that to the registry so I can put a registry together of it. Been trying for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Just submit a picture. Just submit a picture and tell them you want to be collector spotlight.
Oh, I did that, but they don't want to have. They won't spotlight me and Nick.
Why?
Why? What y'all do?
Yeah, what'd you do?
Oh, we've just been too honest over the past few years about bullshit that's happened, that we've seen and did, and like we did a video, just like a funny video of like, and it was like I tried to do like this really extra cheesy game show host, like 90s style, like how did that happen? And we would just post like pictures of like, because this was when it was like every week there'd be like hundreds of people getting books slapped upside down or backwards or in the wrong holder with the wrong label or stuff like that. So we did a video on that, highlighting it and just being funny and stuff like that. I'm sure they do not appreciate it, but
yeah, I don't think they like to be made fun of. It's a weird thing.
That's fair, but I think that you should appreciate being called out for your bullshit, and CGC should be no different. They should appreciate when someone says, "Hey, man, you're fucking up. Do better."
Yeah,
because my thing's always been like, no matter what I say, like I'm still gonna keep using them. I think everyone should, because if you just say, "Oh, these guys keep doing this and that," and then everybody just the people who don't like what's going on, if you stop using them, then guess what? There's no change is going to ever happen if nobody talks about it and you just walk away and then nothing's ever going to happen. No change is going to come from it.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's why I only have 200 followers, because I'm very honest and I tell people to fuck themselves all the time. So that's just the way it is, brother. That's just
as they should.
You don't get You don't get ahead with enemies, I guess, but whatever.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about being honest nowadays.
You do, especially in a community with the whole fam and all this bullshit. You don't want to ruffle people's feathers, and people's feathers are easily ruffled.
Yeah, that's very true.
And like I always say, most of the stuff I say you can take with a grain of salt. I'm usually just talking shit anyway. It's like obviously some shit I believe, but most of it's just talking shit.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I can think of that was really, really bad in terms of CGC recently was the whole acetate scandal. that just.
I'd have to agree. I don't think that was right of them to do that. I think it was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that actually bothered me about that was actually something that really most people didn't even talk about. It was like the 10.0. Like that's
Yes.
what bothered me. Because once you add something to the comic or damage it, it can't be a 10.0.
Yep.
It's got an extra staple.
Like the Stray Dogs had the acetate, and there was way more of those books graded than there was of that UF4, and there wasn't even a 9.9.
And those were produced at the facility. Those were produced,
that's so true.
Those were produced at the I guess the printer or whatever you want to say.
Yeah, what happened was with the UF4 ones, he basically held like 700 aside for a while, and then got them graded later with the acetate added. So this was like, there was a period where it wasn't like, you printed it and then got it slabbed immediately. It was like, there was that sort of in-between time, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's the in-between time where they got the books, they waited, and then they got them covered. That's, let's be honest, even if you're a real purist, you should never get a 9.8 with a name on it. Sorry, if somebody signs your book, it's not a 9.8.
Yeah, I always wondered how that's possible, even. How you can get a 9.8 with a signature. I mean,
I'm happy to have it.
Indentation of the signature would make it a lower grade.
I'm happy they do it, but in my opinion, it shouldn't be a 9.8 because, well, guess what? Someone wrote on the cover, bro.
Yeah.
Regardless if they're famous or not, they still wrote on your cover.
Yeah. Yeah, I always thought it was weird that. I wish that's one thing I really want CGC to get into is do what CBCS is doing, where they do the signature verification.
That would be awesome. Thanks, guys.
If they did that, that would be the downfall for CBCS.
Yeah, CBCS would be no more.
Yeah, that's so true. Because that's the only reason people use CBCS.
Granted, right now CBCS does have a bit more of a foothold because CGC didn't do anything about them in the beginning. So CBCS does have a loyal customer base, but I don't think they would grow anymore if CGC just just did that. That's all it would take. That's one thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of things CBCS. Actually, in terms of grading standard, I think they're pretty comparable. You can go either way. Mm-hmm. But the problem with CBCS has always been their customer service. They're the
great hat.
Yeah, they outsource their customer service.
Yeah, it's just really bad. So they have a lot of stuff to fix.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is they got a little stuff to fix, but they could have fixed it. They could have been number one 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was handed to them on a silver platter, and they just.
And that's when the CGC was messing up all kind of stuff and damaging people's books and losing, all kind of stuff they were doing and
turnaround times. At least CGC did. They did something about their turnaround time. CBCS still hasn't.
Well, CBCS they had better turnaround times, and then they just let it go away.
Yeah, they didn't. It's like they didn't see what was going on at CGC. Like, I don't know. Once you see that at a grading company, you start making plans. So
once I saw all the stuff that was going on, and then the turnaround time of CGC was getting bad. If I was CBCS, I'd have been hiring immediately.
Yeah,
a
$1,000,000%.
I'd have been like, look, we're about to get an influx of books because people are frustrated with CGC.
Yeah. Yep.
And our cases are actually better. We've gotten reviews from people who are loyal CGC people, and they say, "Oh, this case is better. The label's not better, but the case is better."
Yeah,
so
on the CGC front, on the terms of the case, I prefer the CGC case over the CBCS case.
I like the CBCS because it doesn't move.
I like what
it
Cali
lasts for a
Comics
lifetime.
says. Cali Comics has something that I agree with. The thing I've been begging for since they started grading is grader numbers. Tell us who is grading these books.
Yes.
If I find a grader who I trusted, I would look for his number on the graded books.
Oh, that's actually kind of I don't think they like that idea, though.
They probably wouldn't. They probably wouldn't because you'd be looking for certain people that grade books. But I
Well,
think
that's the quality control people. They've been doing that, putting a stamp on your stuff getting returned. So when you call and say, or if you return something that's messed up, they can go back and say, well, quality control number person, this one, you missed this. You know. So they're doing that, but I don't know how that's gonna. I don't know how
They should still do it with the graders too, because I mean, I can't tell you how many times last year I had a book come back. When I sent it, I had no doubt this should hit a 9.8, no doubt, and it doesn't. So I crack it out. I don't repress it. Don't do anything to it. I crack it out, cut it out of the inner well, put it right in the bag and board, ship it right back. It hits a 9.8, and it's just like, what changed? Besides the person looking at it, somebody grading with a complex, trying to be God.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And
Because there are some of those guys out there that just hate grade.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that'd be kind of interesting. If, like, how many graders do they have? Like how many people actually work at CGC and in terms of grading?
Who knows?
No idea. I know they don't train them, but for like 2 weeks, and then they're grading books on their own.
Yeah, but I heard like there was a cool interview on David from Comic Book Investments, and he was saying his father's one of these graders, and basically they were saying that 2 or 3 people look at each book.
Yes.
So it's not just like one guy. Oh, I had a bad day. Everybody gets a 3.0, or it's like, so there's multiple people looking at the books.
I doubt they
supposedly.
I doubt they're still doing that because they're pumping out books too fast for 3 people to look at the book.
And there's no way I can crack a book that they sent me as a 9.0, and I know they're full of shit. And I send it back in, not doing a damn thing to it. I'm putting it back through shipping again, sitting at their warehouse again, is getting handled again through processing, and now it's a 9.8. But 2 weeks ago, if 3 people looked at it, they said it was a 9.0, and now I got 3 different people saying it's a 9.8. So I have a hard time believing they got 3 people.
Don't forget the page quality changes too, Dustin.
Oh yeah. I've got books that go.
Wasn't it?
I had a book I bought, a Fantastic Four 6. Go ahead.
You guys too.
Wasn't it you who that had like a modern book that had like Off-White?
Yeah, but that was CBCS. That was CBCS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Off-White to white pages from a book from 2005.
Which didn't make any sense at all.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not sending it back for it because it was an error.
Yeah,
because the CBCS doesn't have a form where you can just send stuff back for an error. They tell you send it back and write on the paper. And I'm like, dude, somebody could steal my book. What are you talking about? Not. It's no records.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
I'm of the opinion that a 9.8 needs graders notes, man. Why isn't it a 10? If that
they do now. My buddy got a 9.8 Star Wars 1. They have 4 lines of graders notes.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I just got back a 9.6 Wolverine one with no graders notes.
Yeah. It just depends on who's doing it.
It's a 9.8 for sure, and I'm pissed off about it. That's why I want my graders notes.
Crack that bitch and send it back, bro.
I'm cracking it. It's going right back, man.
I mean, that's like I had the FF6, Fantastic Four 6. I bought it in November. It was graded October 22nd. It was white pages, and I cracked it, pressed and cleaned it, sent it back in. It was graded like the first week of December. Now it has off-white to white pages. And the inside of this book looks like it rolled off the press yesterday. There's no doubt. There's no question that this thing has white pages. I mean, it's absolutely immaculate on the inside. There's no question about it. And I'm like, how are y'all going to literally within 2 months decide that the quality of pages has changed? I'm like, y'all are full of crap, bro. And on a book like that, page quality, white pages on an FF6, that definitely means
that's yeah.
Yeah, that's why Who Dat says it in every match. White pages, baby, white pages.
They got him on a Nova. Was it your Nova that they did that to us? Where we had white pages?
Damaged. No, they damaged it.
But they changed the page quality.
Yeah. The Nova was white pages, and they damaged it, and it was like, hold up, bro. They got a big old like somebody grabbed the back of the book.
Yeah.
And so I sent it back to him, and he did did what he could do because they messed it up pretty bad. It got it to an 8.5, but the page quality went from white pages to off the white to white page. I was like, really? Come on, that book. It's not even a month old. A month from grading. It's not even a month.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I said, and I just got rid of it. I got tired. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna fight this because it really should have been regraded again. But I was like, I'm not gonna fight it because it was it's a 9.0 to a 9.2. I was like, I'm not gonna fight it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Well, the grading companies have you over a barrel, so to speak. There's not much you can do. How you doing, my friend? I'm just talking to TV.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, grading.
Yeah, people probably walking by you think you're like schizophrenic or something like that.
It does happen. It definitely does happen. What are you talking about?
The voices in your head. Sure you're on YouTube. Sure.
Yes. It's just my live TV show, man. Don't worry about it. I'm real famous.
He's like, I'm just talking to my friends. Don't you see them? Come here.
That'll be me on the hunt pretty soon. Don't worry.
Do you see your friends right now?
They're all beside me. You don't see them, guys? Come on, man.
So, like, how have the sales been at the little shows that you do?
I've done really well today, bud.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think I made $600 today so far.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had to go buy all my boxes yesterday.
As well?
Most days are, I do. I don't really do a lot of selling online because I don't like selling online. I would sell to friends online. That's fine, but I don't.
But I mean, do you get like regular customers that that kind of say, "Oh, yay, Bleeker."
Yeah, constant, a lot of regular customers, and then mostly, a lot of return customers, and then of course we always get walkthroughs, so which is cool.
Wow.
Man, it does pretty well. I can't complain. It's not gonna make me millions or let me quit my job or nothing, but it's nice to be able to sell comic books.
And it's only like on Sundays, or is it like the whole weekend?
It's only on Sundays. If I could find a place like an actual shop like that I could have, I could probably do pretty well, to be honest.
So is it the case that you have to set up every time? Every week?
No. It's all set up permanently in here. I keep everything here except for my slabs I take home.
Okay.
Well, you're not taking home that Todd McFarlane slab. It's gone.
Yes, that's gone, baby. My bag's a little lighter tonight. That's all. Got another 15 slab books coming next weekend. That'll be cool.
Oh wow, yeah.
Next weekend or next week?
Well, they're going to be here Monday, so they'll be in the shop for Sunday.
Okay, so are you on the hunt?
I am. I don't think I'll be battling though. I think I'm going to be.
You're gonna pull a new slab and hit somebody with it.
That's it, buddy. That's it. You know the drill.
Yeah, I set up at a little show yesterday. It's the first time I've ever done that. It was pretty good. I had like 4 long boxes and like 5 short boxes, and then I had a wall and had one guy buy all my boxes. I was so happy. I was like, hell yeah, I ain't got to carry these back up 2 flights of stairs because I was just going to take them. Yeah, I was going to take them into the comic shop I was set up out front of, just hide them under his tables and walk out.
Dude, that's beautiful when somebody does that.
I'll tell you what's been selling. It's Nova 1.
Man.
Nova 1's been selling.
That thing's off the charts right now. It's going crazy.
I don't know what it is. It's like it's 100% spec, but it's been selling. You try to sell Fantastic Four, nobody wants it, and that's not spec.
I've pressed 6 Nova 1s in the last 7 months or so. Everybody's got me to press their Nova 1.
I just sold another one. I wasn't, I was like, I've just been selling them.
But I mean, is there any spec around Nova right now? I mean, what is he going to be in?
Nothing. They haven't casted anybody for Nova. They haven't said anything. It's 100% spec. People just hoping
Yeah,
it's like
that's
that.
what
It's like it's
it
like
feels
the
like Mephisto to me. Like like
yeah. Well, I got a feeling Nova would make an appearance, but I don't know when. You know what I mean? Like I believe Nova would appear before Mephisto, but there's no news with it. You know?
Because the I guess the spec would be that he'd be in the next Guardians, but it doesn't make sense. They already introducing Warlock, so they can't. They can't introduce a whole bunch of major new characters. That just wouldn't work.
Yeah, they didn't cast anybody for Nova, so he's not in the movie.
yeah. So that's my point. I was wondering what. Like, I thought that book was kind of dead, but
it is hot.
It's hot.
Wow.
It doesn't. I don't think you'll find it on a top 10 list anytime soon. Well, maybe soon, but it's still a really hot book. A lot of underground talk about it, more so than Cover Price and Comic Tom and all that shit.
It sells I know for me when I've been selling I consistently sell it for over $100.
Yeah, 100% you can.
Over $100, and it's not high grade. It's like 8.0 range.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, how much would a 9.8 go for?
It's like a 1,500, I think. Huh?
Yeah, easily. I think
Yeah.
it's about 15. Yeah.
I forget what grade mine is, but it's not a 9.8. But
now it's a big dip between a 9.8 and a 9.6. 9.6 is like what, $500?
Crazy dip.
Yeah, so Nova 1 is like 80s, right? So
79
to 83.
Okay. I knew it was like sort of like that cusp, right?
Yeah.
But,
I don't know. Number 1 came out in the 70s, like 70, 79.
Probably 79 then, yeah.
Yeah. So wow. So but I mean, there was a lot of books printed back then. I think
in the 70s.
Yeah, the Bronze Age has like a lot of stuff. That's part of the problem why they don't go up that much. There's just so many of them. Yeah. Unless it's like a super high grade. Like,
I agree. Actually, I think unless things are really, really high grade in that, then it's not worth slabbing for the most part. Unless people really want it, then it's worth slabbing.
Yeah.
You know, like there's always something people want about something. Whether it's they think that whether they're trying to spec or whether they're it's their favorite character. There's a way.
Yeah. Have you gotten into Bronze Age like horror?
I love the 20-cent Bronze Age horror stuff, man. It's my favorite. And even the 90s reprints of the Tales from the Crypt and stuff. I love those books. They're fantastic.
Oh, those EC reprints.
I love the EC reprints. I'd like the originals, but I think the reprints are gorgeous books, man.
They are kind of cool. Like I always was sort of like I'm sort of like a purist. I always want to get the first, the first print. But I can see the appeal of those reprints.
I also want to get the first prints, but I don't think I'm gonna find that the Misfits cover. You know, the one with the martini glass, and they're looking at the skull girl through it.
I'm bidding on that today. I'm hoping to win it.
If you get that, I'm coming to your house and I'm beating the shit out of you, Alan, and I'm taking your fucking book.
It's not a high grade one. The one I'm bidding on, it's like a 0.5. It's like
you make me so mad. You have every comic that I love. It's maddening. It's maddening.
For a while too. I love that one.
Yeah, it's a beauty. It's just the cover is so iconic.
It's a classic. It's a classic cover. You know, if you want to say like what are the top 10 horror comics of all time, that would be obviously one of them, if not the one, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but yeah, that's one I've always wanted.
You have some great taste in books, my friend.
Yeah, so I wish I could afford my own taste. It'd be better if I had bad taste, actually. Like, I really love
you're bidding on it. Do you mind tell us how much your bid is at, or do you want to keep that private until you get it?
Just so you know, it's at 1,500 right now.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Is it raw?
It's raw too. It was a previously but it was a previously graded 0.5. I know that it's it is a 0.5, even if it's like mangled or whatever, it's still a 0.5. You know what I mean? Like
as long as you've got the cover, and as long as the cover
is solid, the cover's nice.
That's
and
really
the key pages are there as well.
That's important.
there's kind of like inside that story. That cover actually happens in the story. It's not like just a cool cover and
Right.
reflect the comic. So those key pages are there too. So that's kind of important.
Yeah, no, that is super important, and I'm super
Big's
jealous. We got Mr. Big back in the house. We got a
Yeah,
lovely young
quieted down a
lady
little
that I'm gonna
bit.
hug. Hi, babe. How you doing? Good, man. How you doing, my friend?
Sweet pants.
Yes, yeah.
Look at my guy.
Whole sweet pants in the house.
All right.
All right. Yeah, man. Callie, I
No, I'll
gotta
tell you my
say,
problem with grading.
awesome. What's your problem with grading?
I'll tell you my problem with grading is everything that they do with the 0.5s and 1s is a big red flag for me because just because a book is missing, I would even say without a cover, you should get a 1.0 because it's a complete story. So a 0.5 should be like a half a book or some shit to me. That should be a 0.5.
I kind of disagree on that one. So the way I always saw it is like a 1, like should just be a really beat up but complete book.
No, that's like 1% of a book, though.
Yeah, if the cover's missing, it's a 0.3 actually. Like
What?
most people buy books with the cover.
Well, have you seen the covers with the headers ripped off that are getting 2.0s on CBCS?
I actually have one from CGC. It's graded. I think it's graded a 1.5 or I should almost pull it out.
Right.
And it is a remainder copy. It is an obvious remainder copy, but it is graded at a 1.5.
Crazy.
And
yeah,
but that should be. I agree. That should be a 0.5. It shouldn't be. Shouldn't be a.
You think it should be a 0.5? I feel like it's fine at a 1.5. It's what's wrong with I would think that a complete book with cover at the very least is like a 2 or 3 if it's attached. It's not just a 1.0 or 1.8. It's a better grade than that. But that's just my opinion.
It's sort of like Spine Split. I've seen some books, like I don't have it right behind me, but I have a book where it presents like a 3 or a 4. It's a nice looking book, but the spine is completely split. And
I got a bunch of 1.8. Yeah, I got a bunch of 1.8. I mean, spine splits suck, but I feel like they're too harsh on those too.
They're very harsh on those.
The main CGC grader doesn't like staple issues. I've watched a few of his videos. He doesn't like anything staple issues, and he hates spine issues. And if you any missing pieces of the cover, like that starts the book at a 3. So like he's pretty hard on that stuff.
Which I mean that's their standard, I guess. But I mean, I've seen the weirdest thing I've seen is I saw a 9.0 detached cover. And it was a beautiful book, but what they did was they gave it a green label and then said it was detached cover. I thought that was the weirdest grading thing to have done.
That is weird. I've had a book with a detached cover. I think it was a Black Panther book, and it presented beautifully. Like if it didn't have a detached cover, it probably would have been an 8. And they gave it a 7.5, a green label instead of an 8 regular label.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they did. Yeah.
Yeah, I was not happy, but I did sell it, thankfully. But it's hard to sell a green label book.
Well, when you see a green label, the first thing that comes to your mind is something's missing.
Yeah. What's wrong with the book, right? That's the first thing you ask.
But what is it? I can't make him big.
Oh no, that's FF8. FF8. Yeah, make me big as FF8. First puppet master.
Did we? By the way, did we get that at the same time? Because you got that from a claim sale. I got another one from a claim sale.
Probably so. I already had a slab copy. I just added it because it was a good deal. But yeah, I have a 4.0.
The one I got is pretty rough.
Yeah, this is actually not bad. This is like a 3. This is actually really nice. This is really
Mine's
nice.
like a 2. 2 something.
Yeah, the biggest issue with mine is on the back, and as long as nobody manhandles it at CDC, it
I
probably
think mine was at 2.5.
it probably will grade a 3.5 because mine has a little tear at the bottom.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, that tear's a big deal. I don't know why it says big a deal. 350. Yeah.
It's probably still get a 3, maybe a 3.5. I might just have to send it in to get graded to sell it. I hate to do that.
Can I ask how much you paid? I'm curious if I got a good deal.
It was under 265. Under 265.
So it was 264.
Yeah. No, well, I don't. I'd have to look back. Only reason I know it was under 265 is because I always tell them put the little stickers on there.
Oh yeah. So you know that it was like
I know. Yeah, I know it was at least that, but I know I paid under that. I don't never pay what he's asking.
Yeah. Of course. No, that's
I want to
cool.
say I want to say I paid $200. That's what I want.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Did I get a good deal? Like, so guess how much I paid for this? This is a 2.5, I would say.
225.
I paid 140.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Yeah, you got a
you got a good deal, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a great deal.
So yeah. So I those claim sales can be pretty amazing. Some of the stuff that you can find.
I always tell you, if you see me in a claim sale, it's because I tend to buy from those people.
Yeah, well, you know what's really weird? Like I go to these claim sales, like, and the one that was selling that, I know you know them, but they usually only sell like modern keys, like modern books, and then they'll have like a few golden age or like something like silver age sprinkled in, and they don't sell them for they sell them for really cheap. It's really weird.
He's been he's been getting more into like silver and golden age lately.
That's a book. Hey, Bleeker, that's a book I want. The Justice League one.
I figured you might want that.
It's a great book.
Yeah, I think I got it up for sale for $85.
Let me see it, Blake. Oh yeah.
It's a good copy. It's got a little bit of spine stress, some chipping on the top, a couple of obviously some color breaking stuff, but it's a nice copy for a 10-cent copy. I'll tell you that.
So it's like around like a 4 or 5 or somewhere in there.
Yeah, I'd probably put it at a 4.5 maybe.
Yeah, I'm good at grading. See.
Well, it doesn't have any missing staples or missing covers, so that makes it a 4 almost automatically. So.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much all there. It's got some stress lines on the spine.
I might pick that up from you. You know.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
I mean, you guys both live in Canada. Why not?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the crazy shipping.
No. I'm just got myself on big for Cali. He asked me to show off my walls of comics. The walls. So
you should do like
it's a pretty good wall.
I actually just got this Superman Man of Steel 45 and a 9.8. It's coming back on Monday, so that's exciting. First Doomsday.
I can't believe you spent. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I was telling Alan. I had to look up what I paid for that book. I paid like $160 for it.
Oh, nice. So you got a really awesome deal. So yeah.
I'll wait till stuff sits up there and then put an offer and then let it sit.
Yeah.
Then I'll wait and come back and then he'll sometimes he'll give it to you even cheaper.
Yeah. But I mean, that's one of the things. Like sometimes you can win on that, where if something just sits there, but sometimes people will pick it up, and you're like, "Oh crap!"
that happens. I've had more luck of letting it sit there.
Yeah,
so I do that. But it was like one. I bought like 6 books, and I was like, "There's no way I paid $265 because my total would have been like over $1,000."
Yeah, I know you're pretty savvy, so
yeah.
But
yeah, now Bleeker's on mute.
Yeah, Bleeker's muted.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just selling comics, baby.
You got to pay the bills, right? That's how.
Got to pay them bills. Yeah, like Comic Tom says, YouTube is super expensive to produce, so I need to sell comics to pay my YouTube bill.
Oh, that's what he says.
Yeah, he says his YouTube money just goes back into his YouTube. I'm like, you're a fucking lying piece of shit. Get the fuck out of here.
I actually maybe believe him in a way, just because like they do edit those videos. They do like a little bit more work.
Yeah,
right?
have you seen my my 5-minute, 6-minute videos I've been putting out, Alan?
I gotta watch them. Yeah, no, I haven't.
I edit those and it's free.
Well, it's your time.
Yeah. Well,
just saying.
the thing about what Tom did was what Bronze Age Nerd brought up to Journey when Journey asked him how much he made from YouTube. He probably don't make that much money off views and shit. But the sponsors like Whatnot, I would imagine, probably compensate him really well, and the comic books don't hurt either. So
you know
if
what?
it was the
Speaking of that, like, you guys watch Bueller's like thing on that?
I watched Bueller talk about how he was getting away from Whatnot.
Well,
Sure.
he was working with Whatnot. They were only giving him like $1,000 a month.
Oh yeah, I think Tom gives him 100 or 2 a month too, Bueller.
No, but my point is like that's not enough to live on, and that's like So my point is like, how much is Comic Tom getting? He's probably getting a couple thousand from Whatnot, per month as like some stipend.
I would guess, yeah.
And then YouTube, like I know how much I make off my views. I make about $100 a month off my views. That's like monetizing.
Oh wow.
But he has about like 25 times more viewers. So that let's say best case scenario, he's making like $3,000 a month on his viewership. Like just,
well, 2,500.
Yeah.
If you,
I'm giving best case scenario. I'm saying like he gets maybe a bit better views. I don't know. So my point is like that's only maybe he's making like $5,000 a month, but he has to pay people to do like the editing. He has somebody that does the editing for him.
I believe that he probably does pay somebody to edit. I wouldn't think it's that expensive though. I would think people would be jumping at the chance to fucking do that. They might even pay him to do it.
So the funny thing is like my channel's not big. I come to terms with that. But even with my channel, like I get people asking me if they want me to edit, if they want to edit my videos, but they charge, and they charge like maybe a couple $100 per video.
Yeah.
So I mean that adds up. If I'm doing like
well, I know
that a month, that's like $6,000.
I know DJ Link said that he does video editing for Jim Mint. I don't know how much he gets paid for it, but I can imagine that'd be a good little job to do.
Yeah, that's my point. You can. It's not cheap.
I don't work the movie, so that's what I need help.
Tom is being right when he's saying, I'm spending. He's probably spending like $2,000-3,000 on editing. He's probably only making like $5,000 from the YouTube, or maybe a few.
I tell you what fascinates the shit out of me is that I think the way he explained it the last video was, we're taking these older books and selling them so they can produce new exclusives with Comic Tom. He feels like he's making history because he's creating all these new books. But to kind of fuel that is all these, I would guess, all these fucking back issues. So it's just interesting to me.
I think the way Comic Tom makes most of his money, he probably breaks even on the YouTube part. He probably, but I think the way he makes his money is on his mystery boxes and on his Whatnot sales.
Whatnot. Yeah, his Whatnot auctions are killing it. I bet he makes 10 times what he makes off his boxes. I'm sure his boxes are great, but him and Barry Gary are like 2 of the top Whatnot sellers, as far as I understand in comic books.
They're making money hand over fist.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
They're giving away freaking $2,000 books every week or some shit.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty amazing some of the books that he was giving away. I was like, oh man, if you can give
I'm proud of the kid. I think he's doing a great job. I would love to get my hands on some of the books that comes across him.
Yeah, yeah. And he was, I mean, he was showing like, I'm not sure if you've watched his shorts, where he's like showing that I think it's like 100,000 books or something crazy that he picked up. Where he's like
I didn't know
literally
that.
having
Yeah.
to climb over the boxes in order to look what's inside the like,
yeah.
That was a close one.
I believe it.
I just kicked myself out of my own stream. Thanks for
I
keeping it
saw
up,
that.
guys.
I saw that. I was
Appreciate you.
like, we were trying to keep it going. We were all panicking when you were gone.
I saw the panic in your eyes. I saw it. I saw the
yeah.
panic in all your YouTube eyes.
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
Oh my God, I've never been on YouTube before without Jason.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, we're just talking about Comic Tom.
Yes, I don't think that he just breaks even on his YouTube videos unless he's paying somebody an extraordinary amount to
that's what I was saying.
do that.
You know, some of these editing things, it's like really expensive because I do that for like some of my clients, right? You know, it's like a couple $100. Or
well, how many views a month do you think Tom gets? How many? Let's like.
So the problem is he doesn't really release that much content. He's like maybe like 2-3 times a week, right?
Right.
Maybe 4.
Yeah, honestly, I think his YouTube channels took a hit since he's been doing this Whatnot stuff. He's getting his money from Whatnot, bro. Them Whatnot auctions are what he's.
You're not wrong.
I'm thinking he does like, you know, I think his views like, you know, and they're in the thousands per video, obviously.
Right. And what do you get? 2 cents per view or something stupid like that?
No, okay. So for me, I get about 15,000 views per month on my channel. Okay. So, and I make $100. So if we do the math, it's like $100 per 100 views, maybe.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm not doing that bad because I got like 10 or 11,000 last month, so that's encouraging to hear. If I was monetized, I might make some money, but I can't monetize any of my shit anyway. Anyways, continue on. Go ahead, Alex.
So you got like 10,000 views last month?
I did. I think so,
see?
but they're short views, so I don't know if those count. I heard Circumstance saying something about they were different earlier. I wouldn't doubt that they are different. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it works, by the way. So my average view is 23 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, mine's only
that's
like
actually pretty
fucking.
So if you think about it,
Mine's only like a minute and a
15,000
half or
times-
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine is 2 minutes. My average view for my stuff is about 2 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, I get pretty long view because I do longer videos, right? They're pretty long.
Yeah. And you do a lot of work, Alan. You put out a video a day, like.
Well, it's not hard to tell that you're into advertising and the job you do kind of fits really well. You should probably be pretty good at this, I would guess.
I should be. I'm not like I'm an ideas guy. I'm not like my skill at like actually producing something that's pretty myself. I'm better if I get other people to do it and have them manage that. But I'm an ideas guy. I know how to market. But yeah, I wish if I could make my video quality better, I would have much bigger channel. Like just I suck.
Yeah, I feel like you're putting most of your energy and resources into your collection. You're just bringing us along with it, mainly.
Yeah. That's where I'm just. This is just for fun for me. Like I just,
you have a job that pays you money. You ain't worried about making money here. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. I mean,
well,
there's so many ways to make money on it, though.
Even if it's just fun, we definitely appreciate it, Alan. I like your videos, man. They're pretty good.
Cool. I appreciate that. So yeah, I always like, if you want to make money at it, like it's not hard to make money at it. Like when I first got into watching YouTube channels for comics, like I didn't ever think of comics as being something on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the channels there was obviously Bueller and all those ones, but one of the early channels that I sort of hung out at, like I kind of find like this is like kind of like the old comic shop. Like what we're doing right now is kind of like that old comic shop where you kind of hang out and you talk to your LCS guy and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what this environment is. But the first channel that was kind of like that for me was a comic channel called Chinos.
Okay.
Comics and Games, I think it was called, something like that. And what he would do, he had about 1,000 subscribers. And he would have like every week or maybe twice a week, he would do a YouTube auction. And
Interesting.
I think he was pulling in easily like 4,000 to 5,000 per week.
Wow.
You know, just selling comics. Like, you know, he would have like the hottest comics, and then he would sell like whatever, like, you know, spec comic was going on.
Sure.
Yeah, you know, and he would have other stuff, and he would get, you know, because there wasn't even that many people that watched those claim sales, or those sales, I should say. Maybe about 50 people. But you know, all you need is 2 people to be interested, right?
That's true. I would do live auction sales. I probably will at some point in my YouTube career, but I just don't want to get into it just yet. I'd like to watch a few. I get more familiar with auctions. I know there's people that are super bent out of shape on the rules of auctions, and I don't want to fuck anyone over. Like, I just don't know exactly how they go yet, so I don't want to be screwing with anybody. So maybe when I get good at it, I'll start doing some auctions.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, what you do if you really want to be, you know, make it a business-like thing, you talk about the comics. So, like, you know, so in between these sales that he would just talk about the comics. So, like, you know, if you're, you know, after a while, even if it's not a great comic, you know, even if it's like people just think that it is a great comic, and you can sort of build it up. Like, that's the big problem with Comic Tom. That's probably why most people don't like Comic Tom, is he hyped up dollar bin books.
Yes. Yeah.
And you know, that's one of the kind of things about the whole business. It's kind of a little bit iffy. But,
I don't hate Comic Tom. I think Comic Tom's doing what any businessman would do, and he's trying to grow his brand and his business.
Yeah.
I don't hate Comic Tom at all.
Yeah, so I appreciate that kind of mindset, right?
Yeah.
But so that's what you do, though. If you want to make if you want to do this as a business, it's not hard to make money doing YouTube and talking about comics. Like, I was shocked when I hit 1,000 subs. I had like so many companies reaching out to me, and they didn't. I guess they didn't really watch my videos because they didn't realize that I didn't do any editing. But I had a bunch of companies, like, you know, reaching out to me saying, "Hey, do you want to be sponsored?"
Really, that's interesting. And what did you say to that, Alan?
I said yes to one of them.
Good.
You know, they said I could have a little shopping spree, buy comics. I will shill for comics. I will shill for comics, you know. You know, I'm there. If you offer me comics, I'll probably do anything you want. You know, it was interesting that way. They would offer things like that, and not, you know, you do like a typical pitch about how great their company is.
I never saw you here before.
No, I do. I definitely think that's interesting. I don't have a big following, so I'm not really there yet, but I'm hoping to at some point in time have a better, you know, more than 200 people or whatever it is. I think I got 170 right now.
Okay,
but
well, I mean, it's building up, right?
It is building
these
up.
Kind of shows, I think it builds up too, right?
This is starting to build it. My 5-minuters are starting to build it. My shorts are getting me views. I listen to Journey. He's been doing a series on helping people like know what to do with YouTube, what keywords, putting keywords in, doing this, doing that, doing this. So, you know, things like that.
Yeah. You know, one of the funniest videos that I actually got the most subscribers from. I think I gained like 50 or 60 subscribers off just one video. And it was almost like reverse psychology. So you might want to try this one. I did a video where I was talking about these channels, like the other channels that are undersubscribed. Go to those channels and subscribe to them. So I was talking about 5 different channels that I thought were really great, that I watch, and I was recommending them to other people. And because I did that, I got a whole bunch of subscribers. I'm not sure how much I helped those other channels, but I did try to help those other channels. But that was something I noticed that really helped my channel. When you sort of it's almost like reverse psychology. You know, it's like you're telling people to go subscribe to those channels. They're better than my channel. You know, and then people end up subscribing to you. It's really weird. But I think it's those kind of community building videos that really help your channel grow.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this new 5-minute series that I'm doing, is to just get all the community members' names out there and let people see all the wonderful people that I watch and hang out with and chat with and talk to, and people that I like. So
yeah. By the way, if you ever want to come on my channel again, I can,
I definitely do. We need another interview, I think.
Yeah, I don't mind using my whatever clout I have. I don't know if I have any clout, but I have a bigger channel.
Yeah,
so
you can get me and Bleeker some new subscribers. That sounds like fun.
Yeah. If you want to come on I open it up to anybody. If anyone wants to come on my channel anytime.
I know, man.
You guys are always welcome.
Thanks. I appreciate that, bud.
So yeah, I'm here to help you guys grow. I think you guys are cool guys. So
thanks,
definitely.
Yeah, I like Alan too, because he's straight laced. He's a very no nonsense kind of individual, and he's also a good supporter, and he has your back. If he tells you he's going to do something, he by golly does it.
Yeah.
Unless it's giving up a comic, I will not. I probably won't give up my comics. So yeah, but
yeah, I won't give up my comics either. That's one thing I won't do.
Yeah.
I think we all have that in common. We like our comics a lot. So.
Yeah,
we're not giving them up. They're mine.
Yeah.
There's a few that I'm going to get and aspire to, but I've been just taking it real easy this year. Feel like this ain't a good time to spread my books around.
You just came off a banger year, big man. You like a banner year for a comic club.
I was impressed by the books that you've been picking up. You picked up some.
I was doing good last year. Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah,
I hit all the spots I really wanted to, and I got like a couple more left, and I'm just taking my time, because it's not a question of if I can do it. It's a question of when I want to. So I want to have a nice pile of inventory before I go for another book, because I might want to. You know what I mean?
Well, what I've noticed is you've passed that psychological barrier. Like, there's a certain barrier, like, oh, I'll never get like Avengers 1. That kind of mental barrier. Oh, it's that book is just so big. I'm never going to get it. But you've gotten it, and then you've gotten like 10 more that are equally big Grail kind of books. I think you've passed that, and you now can just sort of say, okay, well, what's the next book that I want to get kind of level. I think you've gotten into that.
I was super thirsty to be represented well and have a good collection, because I would seriously watch other channels and other people with their books and hear the stories and just be so enamored and honestly jealous. And GSX haunted me for a long time. First Black Panther.
For a while. It was a hard book to get, actually.
Yeah, first Black Panther, House of Secrets '92. All those books kind of were in the back of my mind. Like, I should have these books, but I just don't have enough to get them. But really, if you have 10, 20 long boxes full of books, you probably got enough books to get some of these books. That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's a good way to think. I wish I was a little bit better at selling, feeling comfortable selling my books, and then I could probably get some bigger grails. You give up some stuff to get your books.
I do get a little overloaded, Alan. I'm not completely at capacity, but once I get a certain amount of books, I start feeling like I have too much. You don't ever hit. I don't feel like you hit that vibe too much, do you?
I was getting a little bit like that in my previous comic room. I was like, oh, these books, I'm kind of I felt a little claustrophobic. You guys didn't see what was happening in that room. It was kind of funny.
No, I did. I remember how you were saying you're going to get consumed by your room, and then you moved though. So now do you have more room or something?
So I got that growth stage going on again. So
okay.
Yeah. But there are times, especially when moving, I was like, I hate my comics. I really just these.
That must have been a workout. Bleeker had to do it too. Bleeker had to move all his books too. So
I know. I was like, I was shocked that he did it. Like I was like, surprised that he had. He didn't even mention it. I was like, hey, you're in a new place. Why didn't you mention it? It's kind of crazy.
So when did you have anybody helping you move those books?
Oh, for me, yeah, I hired a company, but I got so screwed over by the moving company. You wouldn't believe. Like I spent a fortune on moving. Like they quoted me originally $10,000 to move. Okay, it ended up being $20,000.
Oh my God, that's what my mom's going through that shit with this plumbing company.
And the funny thing was when I had to pay that bill was the time that I had no money. Like before my previous house sold, I was sort of in between two houses. Like I had already bought this house and then I was sort of waiting for the money from my house to sell. So I was like borrowing money left, right, and center. I was like in debt up like way beyond my limits. And then I had this massive like moving cost bill. And they were like, we're not going to give you your stuff unless you pay the bill. I'm like, my credit card's already maxed out. I'm like so screwed. I have no idea what to do. I was in tears almost. It was brutal. It was really brutal.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was not a good experience. Not a good experience.
And it sounds horrible. I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
It must probably made you want to move all this shit yourself. I wouldn't be able to afford it. I'd have to just do it all myself somehow. Probably.
The problem is it was when it's like that distance move, like if it's across town, you can do it, right? But it was like 5 hours. It's a 5-hour drive, so it's like that's far enough that you can't go back and forth a few times and move it yourself.
Right. You could do a pretty good haul and then come back a couple times, maybe, but geez.
Yeah, like I did move over some of the stuff by myself. I did 3 carloads, like where I kind of had like different things where I brought them over, but it wasn't enough. I mean, it's just you can only fit so much in your car, right?
Yeah, I remember Chino Comics. I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember first time I met you was from Metaphorical. You was friends with Hydra, and Hydra hasn't been heard of for like 2 years now.
He reached out to me actually like 3 weeks ago. Hydra.
No shit.
Yeah, out of the blue, and I was like, "What happened to you, man?" And then he never responded. So he reached out to me.
That's amazing.
And then disappeared again. I was like, "Oh, well, what the hell?" That was really weird.
Huh. Oh man.
Yeah. So I like that crowd. Like Hawaiian Punch. There was like a bunch of guys that were there.
Paul was over there. Now he's over at Strictly, but he used to hang out with Chino.
Yeah. Man, I like Chino a lot. They were good guys.
Sup?
Yeah, I don't know why I don't see them as much as I did. You're right. Their channel was doing really good, and then they just kind of disappeared.
Well, they decided to get out of comics. They decided to go video games. They wanted to talk about video games.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So after they did that, I was like, oh, I'm not interested anymore. I just sort of
Oh yeah, they were doing shoes and stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah, they were really into like that. That's where they went off into. They went into sneakerhead stuff and like all PlayStation,
Yeah, I think a lot of these comic book collectors are. There's going to be more and more people selling their whole collections or just giving up because I feel like if it ain't the most popular thing in the world, they just ain't going to do it. So they'll probably move on to some other hobby or.
Yeah, I really do think it's going to be a bit of a rough next 2 to 3 years in terms of comics, that the prices will kind of drop. There'll be kind of like a little bit loss of interest. But I think things will kind of pick up again if we can get some good movies again. If DC can get its act together and Marvel can sort itself out, I think comics will become hot again. But I think we're going to have a couple bad years.
Yeah, I mean, we got enough going we got enough going on now to have a few minor keys to keep people semi-interested, but the stuff you guys were talking about, Comic Tom making dollar books, top 10 books and stuff, that shit's pretty valid, because I remember him putting X-Men 1 Jim Lee on the list like 5 times last year, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, X-Men 1 should never, ever, ever, ever be on that list, in my opinion, but
yeah, it's a dollar bin book for the most part.
it's always going to be a dollar book.
Yeah, I mean, it's just too many of them printed. It's, you know.
Yeah, you can find long boxes full of them.
For a while.
Yeah.
But then they go back down.
I know it was they people turned it into a $5-10 book, but honestly, it's still a dollar book. Like,
no, I know.
It's a.
I mean, the only thing that I was kind of like I was picking up a couple of those X-Men ones, but just to have, like, I'm a bit of a completionist. I just wanted to have all the different covers. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I didn't take it seriously. I would never spend more than $10 on a issue.
Yeah, it's a nostalgic book. It's like thinking that Death of Superman is going to be a $20 book. It just never will be, because there's just too many of them.
Yeah. The only exception to that is the Death of Superman. I actually have it. The Death of Superman in a 9/8 newsstand. That's actually kind of rare.
That's what they said about X-Men 1 too. They said newsstands were, I guess, like,
Everyone
they might be a little
always
bit more rare.
It's like, oh, it's a newsie. It's a newsie.
Moon Knight was a little boring.
Yeah, it's true.
Keep on thinking that's Bleeker chiming in. Yeah, it's one of those things where during the 90s, like, the newsstand was like maybe 20% of the market. Like, it was not. And then getting a high grade, like what I'm saying is 9/8. It has to be 9/8.
Yeah.
But getting that high grade is actually quite rare.
You know, me saying that he put X-Men 1 on the list 5 times, he put some pretty creative keys, and thank goodness for him to do that, because I wouldn't have been able to get half the shit I got without those minor keys on them top 10s.
I actually love his top 10. You know,
I love it. Yeah, it's fantastic.
So today, actually, I did my Comic Tom top 10 list. I'm not sure if you watched my channel today, but I did my top 5 hottest books of the week.
I traded for
but all Golden Age.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
I did get an interesting book at the con today.
I'm trying to get into that Comic Tom mode.
Turd Ferguson in the house. How you doing, Turd?
I'm okay. Surviving.
Happy birthday, Pop.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, guys.
So, did you get anything more at the convention?
Yes.
I was really kind of jealous about those Pinhead prints that you got. Those are pretty cool.
Oh, the Pinhead print? Yeah, so it was funny because I sat and talked with him for a long time, and I kept asking him what form of payment he had, and he goes, well, my card reader's broke, but I had my card on the table, and then we took photos and stuff, and I got to go leave, and he was like, you sneaky little shit, get back here, trying to pull a fast one on me. I was like, no, my card's right there. I'm sorry. Did not mean to walk away. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, I picked up a lot of stuff today, over the weekend. I got some art.
I always find Sundays are the best day at conventions.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone's sort of desperate to like get whatever sales.
For sure. Like, I've been eyeballing this Star Spangled War stories for a couple days, and the guy wanted 30 for it, and I kept putting it in there. I kept going, no, just buy it. And then as I was walking out, I picked it up. I was like, will you take $10 less for this? And he was like, yeah, okay. So,
that's awesome.
Oh, you got it. Good.
Yes, I did. I love it. It's got like dudes on a submarine shooting like this dinosaur monster kaiju thing. Freaking amazing.
Wow.
I want this comic.
You know, those are very collectible. There's people that look for those a lot, so that's a good one to get.
Yeah, it looks like it was loved because it was definitely like folded in half at some point. And like thrown somewhere, but I don't care. I prefer those ones because, you know.
I've only had one, so. I would like to have more of them, but I don't run across them that often.
Oh, they had so many creepies. There were several of the Frazetta ones that were just nice monsters.
Oh, you better get those. Those are the best shits. Why didn't you get those?
They were from a guy around the corner that sells them. They have a store around the corner for me, and he's gonna put them like in a hold section, so I can just go pick out whatever ones I want. And he gave me like a coupon for like 10% off purchase. I was like, all right, dude. Thanks, bro.
They're probably priced pretty high though, ain't they?
Not really. There were some for
No?
30, and I think 80 was like the max, depending on which one you got. But the one that I wanted was a really nice cover, was about 40. It wasn't even that bad.
Higher grade.
So a lot of people had the creepies and the eeries there. Just was kind of talked about, but it was like half core con anyways.
Well, Alan has every fucking one, so
Yeah, I have
you ain't telling him anything.
Well, if you can grab it.
I just have a few.
I was really into that way back when.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was picking them up for like $1 or $2 each. Way back in the day.
Well, yeah, that's why.
You look up some of those on eBay, you can't get them for less than $50. Like a lot of them are hard to get.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
You don't have it?
No, I don't have it.
There's like 130.
Well, guys, it's getting loud in Biggie Shack's house. I gotta attend to Junior, but if it gets any quieter, I'll come back.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, big guys.
Bye.
Peace out.
Hey, so I should probably head out too. But
okay.
But yeah. Oh, and K-pop, when are we doing this interview thing, by the way?
I have no idea now that I actually kind of got food poisoning today, which was lovely. Not been feeling the greatest, so I will let you know. But yeah, probably sometime next week if you want.
Yeah, anytime. Like, it's just pre-recorded.
Yeah.
It's not going to go live for another month or so.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
K-pop, happy friggin' birthday, man.
Thank you.
She just turned 21.
That's what I hear.
Which is hilarious. That's actually half my age. But yeah.
Oh, I just found the greatest straw of all time.
Straw?
What is that?
I can't even make yourself big. So
Make myself big. Yeah. Okay, hold on. The greatest straw. It was just sitting on the ground. That, my friend,
amazing.
Fucking penis and balls is what that is.
Oh my goodness. Penis and balls straw.
This was just sitting on the ground, just hanging out, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on around here?
Yeah, they usually do those for their novelty straws for like bridesmaids.
Yes, I've seen groups of girls drinking out of penises before.
That is
really
crazy. not my kind of straw, but okay.
Yeah. No. I'm down. I'm not gonna drink out of it. That's all.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice. K-pop. It's good to have you in the chat. Good to have you in the panel.
Oh man, I didn't think I was even gonna make the con today. It was awful.
I know you sound like you're not feeling so good today.
Yeah, since like I must have like food poisoning or something because I've been throwing up since like 4 a.m.
Did you eat at the con or something?
I had. Well, it was also we were kind of living off fast food for the last like 2 weeks because we had a power outage that lasted like a week, so we couldn't make anything. So I kind of think it had something to do with that. Whatever.
Yeah, that's not healthy.
No. But yeah, it was the only thing we could eat. So yeah.
Yeah.
There was that. But yeah, then I also dropped my glasses in the toilet, so it's just about a day. I did get to make my John Lovitz panel today, so I was excited about that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's funny.
I used to like what's something guy.
Oh, the critic movie guy.
No, what's his show? He used to have John Lovitz used to have a show, something like it was a cartoon.
The critic.
The critic.
Yeah.
The critic. I was going through my things. Yeah, the critic. I like that show.
It was fun. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's been in a lot of my favorite. Like I love the cheesy '80s movies, and like the early '90s. We have like Mom and Dad Save the World.
Yeah.
That it's My Stepmother's an Alien. I was actually making him laugh because I was like, I told him that Mom and Dad Saving Work for Real is in my top 5 movies of all time. That's how much I've watched this movie, and he thought that was hysterical because like nobody mentions that. And I asked him if he kept those puffy pants that he wore in the movie.
Oh wow!
He said, unfortunately, no.
Actually, one of my favorite movies with him is Rat Race.
That's a funny one.
That is a great movie. And I just like the thing where he burns his mouth, and he ends up at this like veterans thing, and he's like talking about how his mouth is burnt, and he doesn't really sound normal, so he has like a German accent. And he's got like a little Hitler mustache going on. It's like
nice.
He's like, yeah, it was really funny. It was really funny scene. I just love that scene. It's so silly.
Nice.
So yeah, John Lovitz.
We're talking about John Lovitz, aren't we?
Yep. Did you ever see the movie Rat Race?
I have seen it. I've also seen The Critic. It didn't last very long, that TV show, but I do remember it.
Yeah. I enjoyed those actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Lovitz has always been has been a staple in our lives for a long time. He's always played a weird role, a good role.
I was kind of wondering what happened to him. I don't think I've seen him in anything recently.
He's looking old.
Is he still doing stuff?
I don't know, but I
cameo type things in movies, but he doesn't really do like full-fledged I think acting anymore.
I liked him in The Wedding Singer. I thought that was awesome.
Lady Night. I can't hear that song without picturing him.
Right? Or just to picture him, he's losing his mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love him so much. He's great. Or I love it when he was, it might have been even the same character, but even Little Nicky, where he's in the tree, scoping out that mom.
Yeah, man. Beef it, how you doing?
So funny.
Yeah,
Shaq is still here.
I feel like there hasn't been like those kind of comedies recently. They need to make more of those kind of movies. You know,
I love those movies. I really love Martin Short.
Oh, really? That's an interesting one.
I adore him. He's funny.
Everything's made for snowflakes now, man. You're not going to get the same movies that we got when we were kids.
Well, you can't be funny nowadays. It's hard to be funny if you have to be politically correct.
Oh, you can't even make a joke now. Are you kidding me? And they're like, you're canceled. Just saying.
Yeah. You can't joke about any groups of people. I think you can still joke about white people. I'm pretty sure you're still allowed to do that. But there's not a lot of jokes
about white people. Usually, if they joke about white people, it's more like so toxic way of joking. It's not funny. It's like
You're right.
It's just it's just mean. I don't know. It comes across.
Hey guys, how are you, man?
Hi, Dan.
You're not wrong.
Like you know,
You're
I
not
actually
wrong,
back in the 80s, like you know, you'd see like people joking about black people, joking about white people, joking about whatever people.
Yeah.
And it always came from a place of a little bit of love in a weird way. You know what I mean? Like, there wasn't hate there. It was just like I used to love watching like Dave Chappelle, or you know, there was a really great skit that he did where he's blind.
Oh yeah. I know the skit. I know the skit.
He's like the leader of the KKK, and I just think that is so funny.
Yeah.
And he did it so well. It was just, and it was obviously making fun of white people, and it was a great skit. It was just so funny.
He's a master.
You couldn't do that nowadays, and it's sad.
I don't know if I think you could still do that one. I feel like you could still do that one.
No, so the way that skit ends is really funny. You know, he finds out that he's like.
I know.
Black.
I know.
And he's like, you know, he's like, you know, he divorces his wife.
He divorced his wife.
I would never be with a N lover. I just thought it was the funniest thing. It was just, so brilliant. It was just so brilliant. So yeah, I don't know.
You can't make stuff like that anymore. That's for sure.
I miss that kind of like. I always felt like the way you can tell good comedy from bad comedy is there's always a line that you're not supposed to cross. Good comedy will cross that line every time. It's just like, let's go over that line.
Well, even if they don't cross it, they'll certainly skate it. They'll certainly skate the line for sure.
You know, it used to be like there was, you know, it used to be the case that you just kind of like cross the line just to kind of make people think a bit. You know, like do stuff that kind of makes people think, make people like kind of, you know, question their, morality in a way. You know, not to say that, not to make people evil or anything like that, but to really make people kind of think about themselves a little bit. You know, be a little bit introspective.
That's why I love Dave Chappelle. Even his whole last comedy special I thought was brilliant. And friends of mine were like, I don't know. I'm like, then you didn't understand what he was saying. Then you didn't look deeper. You didn't look deeper than the joke. You just.
I mean, they were all critical about him talking about transgender people.
Mm-hmm,
and if you actually listen to it, he's saying it out of a place of love that his friend who was transgender died.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and that person's group of people didn't do anything except for blast that person on media, and that's why she killed herself. So
exactly. So it's like, come on.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you on that. I feel like people, they take their face value. They don't look into. You can't say any. I don't know. They don't look into anything like they're supposed to anymore.
Yeah. It's kind of sad, actually.
Hey guys, how are you?
But hopefully there will be like I'm hoping that it's sort of like a pendulum. Things will kind of swing back, and be normal again.
Hopefully.
So what kind of? I didn't realize you're much younger than I thought. Like I knew you looked young, by the way, K-pop, but I thought you were closer to my age.
I'm 42.
She's not 20.
You're just a baby. You're just a baby.
I'm a baby. You thought I was closer to your age. How old are you?
I'm 50.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So because you didn't look that old. I'm not saying you look that old, but you had like a lot of the cultural references that I grew up. Like I watched the interview with you, and you were mentioning some kind of cultural things that I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like some of these. I forgot what it was that you were talking about.
Because I'm awesome.
Yeah. No, it's just you were mentioning certain shows and stuff like that I kind of related to from the 80s. So
yeah, from the 80s, which was weird because we had like syndication TV, so we'd have like stuff from like the 60s and 70s playing. So I grew up watching like all that stuff. Like that's all you watched like over and over again. So I love all that.
The stuff that I would always seem to get, like we had 2 channels in Canada, and 2.5. We'd have the French channel too, and we would always like get like reruns, and so I'd watch a lot of Happy Days and stuff like that.
MASH, buddy. I watched so much
MASH. MASH was a big one.
Yeah.
Nor I like lemon and alcohol. Let's fucking MASH did it. MASH did it.
Yeah, the other one that we'd get was like Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah, that was fun.
And like Laverne and Shirley. I don't know.
Oh yeah, they were lovely.
That's like 70s.
It's 2:00, and I think it's about time we end this stream. Even though K-pop just jumped on.
I know.
My telephone is ready to die.
Okay.
Around 2:00.
It's good hanging out.
And I don't want to leave you guys on the stream and get kicked off again. I've done it before, Comic Collector Geek, where I'm talking and all of a sudden I'm gone and you guys have to end my stream for me. So it's not great.
No.
Okay.
K-pop, happy birthday. Comic Collector Geek, you got anything coming up?
No, but check out my video from today. It's a new thing for me. I'm trying to do the Comic Tom, but with Golden Age. So I want people to check that video out.
Okay. I did see it pop up on my list.
I'm definitely going to check that out.
The hottest comics for Golden Age this week. I'm going to try to do it every week. And I'm actually doing editing.
That's very cool series.
Yeah, I actually put effort into it. So hopefully it's not as bad as I think.
How about yourself, K-pop? You got anything coming up?
Probably filming with Alan sometime, but other than that, no, not right now.
Sometime.
Beautiful, beautiful. Myself, you can always catch me here.
How that's gonna work? So.
Myself, you can always catch me here on Sundays with a great cast of folks. As you can see, we got them here, 2 of them. Yes, ma'am. How are you? We're just going to end the stream and we'll get the heck out of here. Thanks for stopping by Bleeker Street. Check out my new videos, the 5-minute ones, and we'll catch you all guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers. Cheers, guys. Hey, folks. How are you? Oh, awesome.